Good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good
A bit
Hello.
later than usual, but we're here.
A bit
I'm also
late.
sure.
Yeah, just
I
just a
mean,
little bit.
yes. As you will find in one of our upcoming Behind the Tales episodes, sometimes it's important to talk about tension at your table and make sure that there's none of it before you start.
Exactly. Like, not everyone should be wearing jeans at a table, especially when they're like 3 sizes too small.
So, as I was saying about tension, everybody's gonna shut up now.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. We're going to jump right into Dungeon Dragons. We don't have any more announcements to make. None of it is important. The only thing that matters is Dungeon Dragons, and that Mark is going to give a recap of what happened last time.
Okay, so you laugh, but I'm well prepared, clearly. So last time we left off, we realized what our target was, and possibly we were going to look for this alcove that it would be hiding in. Now, as we tried to look all over this island, we quickly realized it was time. Zarius came up with a brilliant idea of torturing the person to show up, aka annoying it until it showed its face to stop the annoyance. Casting the beautiful spell called Knock in the ethereal liquid. This caused a little bit of an explosion retroactively. I want you all to know retroactively, and a loud as boom throughout the liquid itself. In the hopes that this caused the creature to come by, we didn't immediately spot it. As such, Zarius came up with the next solution: annoy it further. Tapping 2 metal objects in the water to create a loud, echoey sound throughout it, ethereal liquid. Sorry, not water. Until I think it was Lawrence spotted a creature watching us in the distance, about 200 feet away. Now, none of us really have any fantastic ranged capabilities, so we used our iron token rings to communicate with each other by whispering, hearing ourselves silently without anyone able to observe it. While acting as if nothing wrong, we handed Vincent Vittorio's harpoon gun, which, even though it was beyond the regular range of the weapon, and in fact Vincent would have a disadvantage at shooting the target, Vincent, without even needing Zarius' inspiration, hit the target dead center, grappling the creature and causing a tug of war between us and the creature. All of us had our own plans, some of us preparing spells, others flying towards it to fear it, but eventually Zarius casted a spell in the water which created a huge boom of mist, of ether liquid, something you do not want to breathe in, causing the creature to simply float, even though it just escaped the harpoon. Tokas, believing needing someone... What? Oh, okay. Tokas, believing that something needed to take the creature, used his polymorph spell to turn into one of the sharks that we fought. His mind, however, became simpler, and while he did accomplish his task, he decided that other things had priority. We did pull the creature onto the land because of Tokas, but then he started looking for the alcove that we were looking for.
And the alcove, yeah, my bad.
Well, primarily the alcove, from what I heard.
So true.
However, his shark mind wasn't as focused, finding nothing that would indicate where this lair was. And as the time was running out, Tokas would return. We switched to the other party on land, who, through Zarius' ability to allow all creatures to communicate with each other clearly, was speaking to the Marrow, which we found out was female, through Vittorio's extensive knowledge on fish biology. And his book. We tried to speak with it, but eventually we failed in convincing the creature to show us where it is, and we had some worrying thoughts about possibly finding a different sex of the creature and possibly finding 3,000 eggs. At least that's what Zarius was worried about. At the end, Tokus returns, and because of in his shark mind, he saw a delicious snack trying to eat it, and there were big, floppy people trying to stop him from getting there. As such, in his shark mind, he launched a magic missile right onto Zarius' chest, who was flabbergasted that his own ally would do that to him. Quickly after, Vittorio wrestled the shark to the ground, wrestled the shark while on the ground. Tokus returned and quickly apologized for his actions. Following, he cast a spell to, I don't want to say devour her mind, but to look into the thoughts of the creature that we captured, finding the location to the alcove from a different perspective. As we walked around the island, we found that the alcove itself was located on, was it Waterward? I think it was Waterward.
Yeah, it was air by Waterward.
Yeah, but
But it was
the
Waterward
Isle-
Ridge, yeah.
Waterward Ridge, yeah. After a quick discussion, we decided to take the knocked out merfolk with, as Zarius knocked her out because he was afraid that she would escape the binds. We traveled to the alcove by our foldable boat until we managed to arrive at a door. Tokas quickly figured out the letters, those being the name of the captain, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Emil.
Yeah, Emil, yeah. Allowing us to enter the door without much trouble. Inside, we found a plethora of wrecked ships, more fresh water, was salt water liquid. It was not aether liquid, right, Amber? It was.
It was Aether.
Was. I thought it was normal water. Anyway,
No,
aether
it looks like normal water because
that's
the
what it-
water is so shallow here that it doesn't have the ability. Like Aether kind of comes in different layers, and because it has so many layers on top of each other, it looks like it has all these different colors. But if it's really shallow, it looks almost like regular water.
Okay.
Just a little bit more like cyan, I guess.
Inside, we found a plethora of wrecked ships, and a difficult to navigate layer. Eventually, we did, and we opened one lever, which made a loud clock noise, and then we were too afraid to use the other levers.
We did two, I
That's
think.
not
We did,
true.
yeah, we did 2 out of 3. We did not do all levers.
Yeah.
No, we did all of them.
Did we do all levers?
No, we did 2 of
Yeah.
them.
No,
We
we
did
did 2 of them
two.
because
We did 2. We did
one
not do all
with,
of them.
When Vittorio was like,
remem-
oh, sorry. go on.
I remember. Vincent pulled one. I was
Yeah.
standing by one, and Zarius was next to the other one. Zarius and Vincent both pulled theirs, and then later Vincent came over to where Lawrence was and pulled the one there.
He was going to pull
yeah.
it, and then he got like talked out of it, and he said, "Shouldn't we investigate this before we open that one?" And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Because I think Vittorio or Zarius was the one that brought up that fact that maybe this gate is like keeping something out that we shouldn't let in. And then Vince was like, "Nah, why are you crazy? You don't know how gates works, blah blah blah." And then he listened to a bit of reason, and we decided to leave the gate for later if we couldn't find the captain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Vittorio, but also because of that there was light coming from that tunnel up ahead.
Yeah. We turned to a passageway to the right, with Zarius clinging for dear life to the rock wall until he was no longer able to do that. And we arrived at, I'm not sure if I don't see the stream, but possibly the map you see now.
No, but I can swap
Then-
to it.
No, but the maps you'll see in a bit.
You'll see in a second. Anyway,
It's there now.
you'll see now. Anyway.
Sorry, I cannot see that now. I'm getting an ad.
Wow.
Inside we found a bright light from beneath the waters, and it's particular, unassuming fish. That was until Tokas cast a tiny serpent, or was it Lawrence cast a tiny serpent using one of his runes, letting a little rock grow arms and legs, throwing it down into the depths. these fish were definitely not as nice as they seemed, turning into these weird, vicious, toothy creatures. However, eventually the little rock sank down towards a chest, finally able to try and look around it. It was not until Vincent dove down to reach the chest that something revealed itself. As Vincent arrived at the chest, the bright light revealed itself to be a giant
Not
anglerfish.
Vincent.
It's not Vincent. Don't
It
worry.
was a stone boy.
Yeah.
Was the Stone Boy the one that showed it? I thought Vincent was already down there.
No, it
No.
was
No,
no.
Lawrence's little stone servant that went down and did like a little lunar mission.
Yeah, no, even
Mhm.
more stupidly, Vincent decided to jump himself in after actually already.
Oh.
It was even stupider than that. He decided, yeah, you know what? The
Oh,
stakes
I
have
will
risen.
do
I'm,
that.
I'm still game.
My bad. I didn't think. I forgot you were stupid. No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's a joke.
Yep. It checks out.
Anyway, my bad. Didn't understand
Yeah.
the game.
Anyway, we were about to look in the perspective of this creature going to challenge. We were trying to distract everything, and as we were trying to distract anything, Zarya spotted out of the hallway to the folk, maybe a woman with actual boobies. Marrow come with boobies. We have confirmed this.
No, it's
Some
Hair
marrows
sack.
have boobies, some others
Hair
don't.
sack.
All right. Anyway, as the creature was about to engage, that's where we left off, and that's what is about to happen.
No, more or less.
And that is exactly where we will open. Let me try to put this track down a little bit.
Also, Amber, are you on the correct microphone?
Yes. But thank you for calling my stand mic shit once again.
I am just double checking because it sounded slightly different than usual.
No, it doesn't. Thank you. Now I've completely been thrown off. We cannot play D&D anymore. I would like
Okay,
to
guys.
stop.
Shit. Our DM is off the game. Someone else has to step up. Let's
As
go.
usual.
Thanks for coming, guys.
What do you mean? Someone else is gonna take the reins. We're all a die.
Mm,
D5. See who else goes.
I'm wondering why that thing disappeared. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Vincent, how quickly can you move through the water again?
Oh, I'm the fastest. I'm basically a fish. No, I have 30%. 30%? 30 swim speed. But I'm dashing, so 60.
Alright. Splash.
Splump. And an extra 30 as well, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You could technically make it down in 2 rounds, right? Because you dash 60, and then you dash another 60 the next round, and then you use your bonus action to like move an extra 30, either maybe from your second wind, and then when you go back up from your teleportation.
Don't worry, guy.
Exactly.
I'll cast
Okay.
hypnotic pattern around you.
Yeah, sorry.
Vincent. Aether rushes along your body, wet and cold. You feel for a moment your coat around you almost growing, swelling as it becomes aether-logged, and then kinching inwards, coating your limbs, and instead guiding the aether around your body in jets, almost pushing you forward as you move down.
Hell yeah.
I need a swimming check.
No problem.
You get a +1
Is
from
it-
Darius.
With strength or with dex?
Charisma? Oh.
Charisma.
Nah.
I think you-
go with,
Statement.
Say again, sorry, Amber.
Yes, I appreciate that everybody is willing to help out, but It is a strength swimming check,
Okay.
but it is possible to try and instead mentally exert your will over the Aether by making a charisma-related check.
I will definitely stick to swimming with my strength.
It is the safer option for those who do not wish to draw the ire of billions of souls by intimidating them.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with this Aether stuff. I'm treating it as water. It's simple in Vincent. Ah, I'm literally Michael Phelps.
So you are, Vincent, as you do indeed glide through the water with ease. Things rapidly lose their color as the world shifts from a gradient of blues into one grays. The little fish swim past you upwards towards where a feeding frenzy is going on. They're all chumming about, trying to get bits and pieces of the fish from the outside that was cut up here. And Zarius' song sort of reverberates through the water around you. And despite the fact that you are swimming with strength, you feel almost as though the water is a little lighter than it would be in an ocean or in a lake. It almost carries you where you want to go. As you roll a 20 in total on your check.
Let's go big. 3 + 1s.
So you rapidly descend. Down here, in the depths, there is a slight bend, almost, where rocky outcroppings keep you from descending right below where Lawrence is standing. And placing you down right above a flat surface where you do indeed see a creature only because it was pointed out to you, as it manages to blend in with its surroundings quite well otherwise. I hope that this will put you below the map in the right way.
Aha! It has.
As you do indeed see, very still, this spiny looking creature with a little, almost like fishing pole coming out of its forehead, where it has this little like tail that is swishing around, and it's trying to get the tiny servant, which is still standing on top of this chest, what you see in front of it, that is trying to like just stare up at it, but like it's not taking the bait, and so this creature's like, what?
So is this creature evidently aware of my surroundings and he's just waiting there?
The creature doesn't appear to look in your direction. If it has noticed you, it is not making an effort to like come towards you.
Could you describe like the position of the chest on this thing? Is this thing got its mouth like open in the sand and the chest is in the middle of its mouth? Is it like swimming next to it, near it? Like
It is not a huge creature. Like, compared to the tiny servant, to Lawrence, it looked massive. But this creature is like a little bit longer than you are. But like most of its bulk is in like its big like mouth, which comprises most of its body. And it is sort of just seated like right next to the chest. It looks like the chest is like leaning against a rock basically that has a pole sticking out of it. It's not in its mouth, but you know, one would imagine it wouldn't take this creature much to take a little nibble if it wanted to.
yeah. Okay, well I imagine that perfect swan dive into the pool, into the Michael Phelps kind of like the mermaid dash with the legs, instead of like doing the little kind of like scissor thing with your legs. Instead, he's doing the full kind of like motion, swims all the ways down.
Yep.
You know, Vincent's not adverse to water. He has spent a lot of his life on the shallows of the coast, so swimming is second nature to him. He quickly swims all the way down to the bottom, notices this in front of him, and is gonna try and just be what he's done all his life, just try and be faster than the people around him, basically. So he's going to. And if it would be possible, well, let me double check the wording of Misty Step real quick. Is there anything I am carrying? And if I'm holding this chest, does it count as me carrying it when I use it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Needs to be worn or carried.
Then Vincent is going to not stop throughout any of this motion that we've just had, but like within the same dive, using that momentum of him swimming all the way down, this cloak that's kind of like wrapped around him and helping him, is going to move across and is going to, with his right hand and his left hand, grab like the side of the coffer, like where people would normally lift chests up by the sides. I'm assuming it has that.
It does, yeah.
And I'll grab one of those with both of my hands as I look at this thing, and I look upwards, and I'm just going to spot the furthest possible point I can and Misty Step as soon as my hands touch this thing. And Misty Step 30 feet up.
Let's see who of you manages to move first, as we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, sweat. Sweat. Oh, yeah, I have advantage on these rolls.
Yeah, let's go initiative, boy. Show us.
5 and a 7, not particularly great.
Let's go! But it's a giant fish.
Yeah.
That is blind.
Yeah. Fuck!
The Lantern of the Deep rolled a 22 on its initiative.
Me with advantage and a plus fucking 7.
All I can now imagine is like he looks up to reach up as far as he can see, and all he can see is just the teeth that are already closed around.
That are wrapping around him.
Mashallah. Remember me.
Yeah, this is genuinely what happens. One moment you're looking at this thing, it's not even moving. Like, it looks like it doesn't know that you are there. You see the little tiny servant, you grasp a hold of the like handle on the side of the chest, and you look upwards, and in the same motion from the corner of your eye, you see all these like little reflective dots along its body like light up like a Christmas tree, and its teeth are on you.
No.
You do need to have bless.
All those
He
D4s.
does not.
I don't care.
Oh, he does. That's true. Wait.
However, bless yourself through this 58 damage, bitch.
Take that.
It's an attack roll. He can't do shit about it.
Vincent, that's... yes.
I'd like to help with my tiny servant.
Sure.
He's the strongest servant you've ever seen. He'll kick this thing's ass.
Sure.
If
He can roll initiative. In the meantime, Vincent, does a 19 hit you?
It very much does.
You can take that.
The fish
right?
bites.
You can take that damage, right?
Yeah, I can tank it. Oh, yeah. No problem.
Big Vincent, strong Vincent.
Does it have any additional effects other than the bite? Am I like being restrained, grappled by this thing? Or...
Oh no, that's not it. But it opens its mouth, Vincent, and then just goes gulp, and makes another bite at you.
That's okay. You'll miss this one.
Sure.
Yes.
In the moment that it like opens its mouth just enough to like bite down again and get a bigger chunk of your arm, hoping to take all of it this time, you manage to slip out, and it is your turn.
Yeah, we so this thing bites my arm, blood just scatters across the liquid aether. You just literally hear the like as my mouth opens, I see Vincent probably shouts in pain, grabs a hold of the chest with his left hand, looks up, and is gonna like kick off this thing's face as he casts with his bonus action Misty Step to move 30 feet up, and that'll be my bonus action.
Run.
You better run.
And as long as Amber doesn't say, but wait, there's more, I will continue with my turn. So after... So as he grabs the chest, kind of kicks off of the face, this flat face of this creature, Misty steps 30 feet up, and then he's just going to go into a full, it's not even called a sprint underwater, I don't even know what you would call it, fast swimming, and I will action dash, so 60 feet of movement up, so that's 90 feet that I've covered, and then I will use...
Our swimmer boy.
Do you reckon it's got more than 90 feet of movement? Probably, right?
Keep going, bro. Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. It's worth it. I'm going to action surge to dash again for another 30 feet on top of that.
How high does this put you?
120 feet up.
Alright, 120 feet from the bottom.
Ground. So I'm 30 feet away from the surface.
Oops. Give me a moment. There we go. Alright. What is
That's
this?
movement. That's movement, action, and bonus action. So I'm 30 feet away from the surface.
There is indeed a tiny little, like, poof around Vincent. A little explosion goes off that sends bubbles, like, scattering all over the place, and by the time this creature, like, looks in, like, to the bubbles, Vincent's gone and, like, 30 feet ahead. Tiny Servant, what do you do?
As it turns up to look at Vincent, my tiny servant locks the fuck in and like stretches its arms out and begins to spin, turning itself into a little torpedo propeller thing and shooting directly towards the creature, aiming for its big eyes. For a dirty 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Brilliant. My tiny servant, but by no means not mighty, deals 7 points.
Oh, Jesus!
Damage.
It torpedoes into the side of one of these eyes, and the creature writhers in place as it is struck.
Hell yeah. My tiny servant then like squares up and prepares for the next shot. It is immune to fear, and as such, this creature holds no sway over it.
The fish crushes your tiny servant
Whoa, excuse
in its
me.
mouth.
It has 15 AC. Does it hit?
It's 19 to hit.
Well, in that case, yeah. That's yeah. My tiny servant's dead. Crushed.
Okay, you tanked a hit, man. You tanked a hit.
And then it begins like searches around a little bit, and it begins to swim upwards.
Okay. Oh shit, my bad.
But that is not the only concern.
Yeah, the other fishies.
Yeah.
There is
Although
blood
that
in the
nuclear
water, my
damage-
friends.
Keep playing, Zarius.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what this looks like from the opposite perspective. I'm 30 feet away from the surface. They're looking at this crystal clean pool of liquid, and they can just see Vincent with blood literally flowing out of his right shoulder and arm, swimming up with fucking fear in his face. This giant ass fucking anglerfish with an open mouth behind him, and Zari's just like, ah!
Yeah, I'm helping the water, but also I hate this.
All right. I don't want it to be Vincent. I don't know why I picked him. Whatever. On initiative count 20, one of the swarms of hypnofish leaves the group of like fishy chum chum to seek out what other snacks are in the water here.
There's a fish. We've been scattering cut up fish.
Yeah, that's the
Exactly.
chum.
Oh.
No,
And
I'm
brother,
the
you are
chum.
the chum.
Yeah.
This one is even fresher.
No,
I
I've
see
been fed for years.
Vittorio entering the initiative. What do you do, Vittorio? What are you doing here?
Well, before Vincent dove down, I did
You
in
put a
fact.
rope around him, yeah?
Yeah, I used the like harpoon line and attached it to him. So I was wondering if I could make a little check to try and get him a bit closer to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Pull him right in the mouth of the fishes.
I mean, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you want just a normal exert, or do you want something else? Okay, exert it is. That is an 18. As Victoria tries to wrap this line around as he's tried to like brace it somehow, because it's kind of not easy working with just one arm.
Vincent, you feel a tug as you are dragged forwards and also like closer towards the party. And into the swarm of fish.
And into the swarm.
There's a slight sound of, it's like a,
Wait.
Yeah, that is my turn.
Positively the worst outcome.
What do you mean?
No,
I'm
it's
just
fine, it's
kidding.
fine. So how much closer did that get me? 5 feet?
15 feet.
15.
50?
So I'm only 15 feet away from the surface. I'm nearly there, guys. On my turn, I'll make it. I'll live to see the day.
This swarm be like.
Vincent, you look at the swarm of fish. The swarm of fish looks at you. Can you make me a wisdom save?
Swarm
no.
of fish.
Wait, do I have to?
Do I have to? No, actually, because you asked nicely, you cannot.
You don't have to.
Oh, well, that's a check. Whoops. It's the same shit. Yeah, no,
I can't help you there, buddy. I was gonna help you, but I can't.
It's literally the same shit. It's a
It's the
natural
same
one,
shit
brother.
a different day.
Seconds. Let me just rewrite history 1 second.
Oh shit, I was supposed to add this much. There we go. That makes you higher.
I had these many fishes. There you go.
Actually, it's that, and then bless is a blessed default.
Yeah, it's already in there. You already
That makes you
rolled,
just succeed with the bless.
Oh!
Yeah,
You
I
are
think
not
it's
compelled to approach the fish,
Fuck, holy fuck, that would have been
but the
bad.
fish are compelled to approach you.
Understandable.
They swarm you, Vincent.
Cool.
They're cute little, like, beautiful, like, little white bodies turning into horrific mishmash of vibrant colors and teeth as they descend upon your body.
Why are you so expressive with your words?
I don't know. They have a plus
it's a
5 to
job,
hit
I'm afraid.
for
Oh!
12, and so none of them manage to pierce your armor, your cloak, to begin with. But some of them do in fact try, as they are nipping away at your skin. It is now your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action, Second Wind. And as part of that, I'm going to use Wind Whipped. So I'm going to use it as part of the same action. I'm going to disengage. And then use the rest of my action to dash. So 60 feet, although so I'm only 15 feet away. But I'm going to use the 60 feet whilst swimming up with this chest to disengage from the school of fish by, like, doing kind of like a quick pirouette in the water, kind of like twist and turn. And then swim up, and then cover the distance, and then grab onto the surface, which was 15 feet. So now I've got
45 left.
45. So I'm gonna do. Oh wait, how far can I go? Where's my ruler?
You can get up to the shore.
Oh,
Like
I
here.
can get to the shore. I'm gonna swim. I go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Please. Is it one more? I'm gonna swim. I just grab onto the shore and like throw the chest over so that it kind of lands like roughly around here, and then start pulling myself up. As it probably like gets to the surface, goes, oh, swims over, throws the chest over. Get me out! Get me out! I was just like swimming up to the top.
Yeah.
The ivory chest lands in the shallower water with a dull thud as Vincent drags himself out, and the fish cannot follow him. I mean, some of the like smaller swarms of fish can stand in this like knee-high water, but you know.
Lands against the shore
The fish will just
like
grow legs and start standing in the water.
lands against the shore like a fish out of water.
Exactly. Initiative.
You can stop playing Zarius. I think it's okay.
He's singing. He's not playing.
All right, you can stop singing Zarius. I think it's done. Well, buddy, did you see something interesting down there? Any cool, like, you know, aquatic life? Any fauna? Any flora? Any?
The afterlife? Yeah, it's pretty close.
Huh.
I saw a toothy mon for a second. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna die here, at the bottom of this fucking pool of water. Oh,
Well, you didn't.
I know a
That's a
great
good thing.
storyteller with an obsession with toothy maws.
Sounds like a particular obsession to have.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
oh.
Anyway, it's maybe now a bad time to say that I just saw a merfolk woman right there.
Oh, just give me time to breathe. Give me a second, sorry.
Well, the merfolk woman hasn't attacked us, so I guess that's good. I mean, maybe not good, but not bad, at least. Give Vincent a second, and then we'll figure out what to do. I still got some magic left in me. I can spark a conversation and ease things up. Well, if it encountered them again. Now, if they went to warn like a whole nest of marrows, that might be a bit more of a problem. But I think we've got some fight in us, right? We haven't really tussled yet. I say looking at most of my spell slots being missing.
I look at Dogas with some side eye.
Well, besides you tussled a big fish.
No.
You're gonna have to let me extract your memory about it later.
What?
I don't know what that means. Just, is it painful?
No, you just relax, you do whatever you want, and you act as if I'm not even there.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Victoria will help Vincent up on proper footing and help him pull up the chest properly as well.
Oh, thanks, V.
Good job down there.
I still have it in me. You know, for
Nice.
a while I was going to doubt that I could swim as much as I used to, but...
Definitely a great swimmer. Don't think I've seen anyone swim that fast. I think it might be faster than our boat.
I think the cloak helps, admittedly.
I've seen someone swim that fast.
And Douglas looks at Zorius. Zorius, is it like compliment time? We're trying to uplift Vincent after he almost got eaten alive.
Well, I mean, yes, but also he kind of chose to do that while we knew the dangers was there.
Which makes me all the more heroic.
That
I
is
write
true.
a song
Yep.
about it.
No, that it does. No, that's.
What a bard we have, man.
Right,
Well, I
whatever's
still
in
have to
that
finish
chest,
the song about me.
whatever's in that chest better be fucking worth it. He
Well-
points over to it. Someone get it open, please.
Let me. Maybe we should see if it's cursed
Locked.
or trapped before we do that.
No, good idea.
I'm
Lawrence
going.
will say a prayer for his tiny servant.
Make a little rock pile on this side of the cabin.
Vincent gives Lawrence kind of like a fist bump on the shoulder. Thanks for their help, by the way.
No problem. When, yeah, no problem. We'll mourn its loss in our own way.
I will miss you forever. Amber, let me ask you something.
Mhm.
Can thaumatology as a skill detect like glyphs in magic on an item, like as if it was a magic item, or do you need like detect magic specifically for that kind of thing?
You can identify whether if there are any visible glyphs, you can identify those.
But stuff like a curse or like an ongoing spell effect, you need the detect magic spell.
Oh no, no. I don't know if you know, but you cannot detect a curse at all.
What do I use detect magic for?
Detect
Well,
magic that cannot detect curses. Only detect magic.
That makes sense. But isn't curse a magic?
No.
Then I'm
Not all
cooked.
curses are magic. Sorry, I'm putting on my shoes.
In
Don't
which
tell me
side
I
detect curses?
don't tell me I have to risk opening the thing as well.
Can what?
I mean, is
Um,
it locked?
Can which side detect curses?
Maybe. Need to be really good at it though.
I think I know, so that's really good. Well, it might be not locked, but I mean, imagine if it's something that curses you when you open it. I wouldn't want my cursed chest to be locked. I won't be able to open it, because it curses them.
Does it have Amber? Does it have either a lock hole or an actual, what the fuck are they called? A lock. It's just a lock, I guess. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Does it have a
doesn't.
lock, Amber?
It looks almost like a little sarcophagus, like where you lift a plate
She's
off.
definitely cursed.
Okay, so there's no like keyholes or anything like that.
There's no keyholes, but it is completely carved in like different panels, depicting various scenes.
Well, Zarius, you wanna give it a look together, maybe?
I mean,
feel
yeah,
it?
feel the magic.
What
If
do
you
the
have to call it that way. I mean, I guess, yeah, it is a tactile experience.
I mean, we felt each other on an intimate level, Tokas.
You don't need to say that out loud, and it's also an incredible misconception.
I mean, through the sending at that Starsong Tower.
Uh-huh. Definitely not what happened.
Right.
What do you mean? We had
Zarius,
to tune our minds together.
pervertedly feel the chest, Zarius. Tell me whether it's cursed or not.
I will try to which side it. Let's see
I'll
it.
give him assistance.
Can does that work?
I ask
I
Amber?
look at Ember too.
You can make an attempt.
No, we're asking if I can assist Zarius.
Yeah, you can make an attempt.
Okay, it works, I guess.
Okay. Open up the mind.
Open up a door.
Oh my god, this is literally like the third natural
third
one
natural
I've
one. No, it's the
rolled.
fourth, considering you rolled
For
2 that
which
was the last
side?
time.
Between the two of you, you try to kind of like. You've done this before, trying to sense the weave together. So you're somewhat in tune with one another, even if the way you perceive it is different. Between the two of you, you are able to determine that this container is magical in nature. You don't sense anything foul about it. If anything, it feels as crisp as everything else around here.
Maybe it's aether locked.
I was about to say.
But
That
it's,
feels like
it's
it's
a
aether
solid
locked.
object. How does like rock get aether locked? You know what I mean?
I mean, imagine it's
rock.
still seeped in. Like you can have it generally like leave an impression on it. Just how normal magic can leave an impression on the world.
I suppose. Well, if we have 10 minutes to take, I can identify the nature of this magic. That depends on the. I was going to call them marrow guests, but I think we are the guests.
I mean, at that point, no, why not just take like a little hour?
I look at Zarius. Yeah, I could use an hour as well. Though maybe not in this place.
Yeah, there's
Well,
also the
yeah,
question
everywhere
if
but
we,
here. Yeah, no.
if we have an hour, if you could, and he looks at Darius, but like he's so
Yeah, we should probably
yeah.
say hi. But also, on the other side, I can't magically understand them anymore.
That's fine. I can do so with my magic. I still got some kick left in me. If I am able to convince them, I think I can help everyone understand. Well, maybe we could first talk to this mayor you saw.
Well, we
and
should probably say hi first.
Yeah, I
This
agree.
way. I'm still hugging the wall as if my life depends on it, Amber.
Victoria, are you okay with carrying that, or should we figure out another way?
I mean, it'd be nice if I didn't have to carry both the knocked out marrow and the chest, at the same time. He says as he
That
starts moving back to pick up the knocked out marrow.
makes a lot of sense.
Wait, you're still carrying that around? That thing is
Yeah.
like awake by now. Like I thought you left it behind in the
thing.
water outside. That thing is awake and it is writhing in place.
Okay, kick it again.
Give it
Hey,
brain damage.
you can deal at least 1 damage, and that's gonna knock it out.
That's true.
Wow.
But I also
Like,
did
just
think
give
we
her
left
an
it in the boat.
give them an iPad, and they'll be happy.
iPad kid, holy shit.
Amber,
What?
Literally.
this doesn't look like there's like solid ground here.
What do you mean? It's fine, Zarius. Don't worry about it.
Does my foot feel solid ground?
No. The water gets a little deeper there, Zarius. Vittorio, this thing tries to bite you in your shoulder.
Punch it right now. In the square jaw. Bam. Knock its lights out again.
Okay, I guess it tries to bite me.
Brain damage.
Thump.
You have volunteered. You have been promoted. Brain damage.
Does it matter
Knock its head.
to sink its teeth into me?
Well, I need to make sure that we roll at the hit first.
You a thick boy? I don't know me.
I'm not that. Thick.
No, it doesn't manage
double
to hit
natural
you.
20.
Okay.
Or you've literally got plating.
Punch it with your sword arm.
Vittorio kind of looks at it and he's like, "Yeah, right. If you're gonna be like that, I'm literally just gonna leave you here."
In its home. I think that's what it wants.
In the sanctity of its own house.
Hide up at the bottom of the pit with the...
That's diabolical. We're not that evil.
No, that's not gonna fucking do that.
One piety with the corn.
I will, however, go and scoop. It's so stupid. I'll go scoop up some aether and splash it on the marrow.
Okay, you splash it on the marrow. There you go.
Okay, yeah, fair. Is there like?
They try to bite you again, Vittorio. They're getting real tired of this.
Okay, they're good. Yeah.
They miss.
Vittorio, being careful, Zarius would literally just grab his scythe and started beating on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bonk.
Amber, I'm gonna try and because they're already tied up. I'm gonna like try and is there somewhere I can like tie them to?
Not in this room.
The fucking shark at the bottom of the pit.
Not in this room, you say? Okay. I'm just gonna fucking throw them over my shoulder then.
Which was where they already were.
I mean, yes.
Okay. You can do that.
Them continuing the biting.
Yeah.
No, man, just fucking go.
Just punch
Oopsie! I didn't mean to slam you on the brick wall. I'm so sorry.
Want you?
Vittorio, are you okay with that thing thrashing?
I mean, it's trying to sink its teeth into me. It's not really.
Give me
that great.
just a moment. Lucas says he fixes the collar of his shirt. And And he walks up, and there is a flashing light upon the mark on his forehead. And as he walks towards the marrow, he speaks in a way similar to that of the Ether Shark or Ether Wolf under Zarius's spell. As I'm going to cast Tongues and recycle spell slots, because recycling is important. Blip.
So true.
Because he's gonna walk up to the thrashing marrow. Excuse me. I know we've not been the kindest of strangers, but could you stop biting my friend? We are very willing to just leave you alone. I would just want to make sure that we're not going to get ambushed and possibly killed.
You see the way that their entire face contorts in your direction, Tokas, as they stare you down.
He like holds up his hands. All right, great first step. I know you hate us. We've started in the most horrible of ways. To be honest, if someone shot me in the flank and they didn't even know me, I'd also be very offended. We didn't mean no harm. It probably is of very little use to tell you this, because we still shot you. So, on behalf of everyone, I very much apologize. We don't want
Won't
to
happen
keep on having it won't happen again. We don't want to fight. We think this might be your home, and we'd be more than happy to leave you alone. We're just looking for someone here.
There are a few moments of silence. Can you make me savagery check?
Savagery. What? Right. I'll do my
Um,
best.
not
Savagery.
human.
You can do it.
Uh,
What do you mean? Savagery has nothing to do with being human
holy
or not.
fuck! I'm cooking.
Silence, Dinos.
I am indeed the apex predator of these lakes. Did you not see the pile of bodies we left behind?
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. The
What
shadow,
spell did you
more
roll
like
this
the
with?
Tokas.
What ability score did you roll this with?
Charisma, baby. Was I supposed to not roll it with charisma?
Dude, it is not. I was
Savagery
more looking
normally
for
is a
some-
strength check.
Yeah, it is like strength. Sometimes you can justify wisdom.
I mean, it's still an
why am I
way.
rolling savagery to begin with?
You want to charm this creature instead? I mean, it can be a charm if you want.
I mean, it's still the same result. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
threaten
asking.
it.
Oh, right, you're trying to be kind and nice to it.
But
I
also
mean, I don't
will
know
whack
if you
your
heard
head
what I've
over
been
the thing.
saying.
I
I'm
did hear what you've been
apologizing.
saying, but sometimes what you say and what you do are not the. It's fine.
I didn't do anything to it. What the fuck?
I mean, you guys beat it over the head like multiple times, so.
That was not me. I was eating fish.
as
Well,
far as it's
you were trying to
concerned.
eat it, but yeah.
That's
you were
true.
trying to eat
But
it.
that being true. I lacked natural capacity in that moment. But yeah, charm or savagery, it's all the same. I'm not proficient in charisma skills.
Snorpa Borpa.
It hisses at Tokas. But
chest?
this time, its guttural speech somewhat makes sense again. It does not care what you are looking for, Tokas.
Fair enough.
It cares that it is trapped by you guys in this place.
Is this not your home? Blinka blinka.
You tied it up, did you not?
What did you say?
You tied it up, did you not?
Well, yeah, we did.
Then be
But-
silent.
As you can see, if you eat my friend's shoulder, we can't really let you out because we're kind of afraid. Yes, it sounds very silly that like 6 people are afraid of one, but we've been through a lot of stuff, okay? We have some bias. Are you going to go off and like warn a bunch more marrows that will then most likely capture us?
Well, I mean, we're trying to save it, from being a marrow, right?
I mean, not this one. I think this is just a person, like a ethereal. Are you just an ethereal denizen? Just live somewhere around here?
Me when I go to a foreign country. Me
Yeah,
a local.
Are you just
Are you
a
local?
denizen of this country, or do you just live here? Like, what the
Mind
fuck
you,
does that even mean?
contextually, before asking this, we were just walking down the street making this giga annoying noise, and when one person came to look for it, we jumped them, beat the shit out of them, tied them up, and they were like, "Are you a local?"
From a local perspective, that's what happened.
So what clip
Yeah.
that?
Pretty much.
Damn, are we the baddies?
Yes.
Are we the bad guys? Yeah.
The almost whisker-like protrusions that are hanging from its chin kind of like twitch as it stares at you, Tokas.
Blinka.
Blinka.
And it kind of like rolls its head around and like looks at where it is.
Blinka blinka.
Holy shit, this is my house.
Release me.
How did you
Huh?
get
What
in
was
here?
What was that, Albert?
Release me.
That means that you won't just like come back with like a bunch of more people, right?
I kind of like puff up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure you could buff up, but like we're trying to talk here. Like, let's be honest.
I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you kind of have to because I'm trying to be reasonable. The options are talking to me or staying tied up like a salami. You might not know what that is. Doesn't really matter. You have to make a
Holy
choice,
king of
and I
paste.
think it's for the better of both of us that you
Okay.
choose the first.
Because you sound a little bit like an asshole right now. I hate to say it, but
I'm pragmatic, Zarius. I don't think we can leave a creature out in the wilds after we shot it, likely coming back with its old progeny or family, and we find ourselves in trouble.
It's what you deserve.
I don't disagree, but I prefer to stay alive.
what
we
language
do
is she
deserve this.
responding in, by the
Good
way?
roll
Does
down,
any of us
uh,
understand the language she's speaking?
The Tokas. Wait, did you cast tongues on it or
Tokas
yourself?
cast
I
tongues.
don't think I can cast dongs on an unwilling target.
They don't have to
What?
consent to be
Oh
cast.
well, the same.
be
But yeah,
tongued.
I cast it on myself.
Uh,
I'll relate what she's saying.
yeah, but that's
to the
like
others.
this is the first time we're hearing them speak, so that's why I'm asking: do we understand? Like, is there any one of us that maybe understands the language that the Marrow is speaking? Like,
While
without
they
the magic?
sound completely different, the words land the same way to you as those of the Aether Wolf.
Oh, so it's like a. Wait, is there like an ether language?
Must be.
Oh, I want to fucking crack it so bad.
Okay, if you sail on the seas for 10 years, you learn Ether.
I actually have already
Very
come up with a
nice.
plan to crack the language, and I will. I already know how to do it.
Okay,
Anyways.
so anyway.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
anyway,
back to this guy.
this
Yeah,
guy
Turkus,
is like rolling about on Vittorio's shoulder.
Turkus will refer what he.
He's
what the
also
mayor
looking
is saying.
dry as fuck. Vittorio splashed him a little bit, like.
Yeah. It's just, okay. Right. So
Crispy.
we know that we've done you wrong. We're very sorry for that. Again, you probably don't care, and that's right. That's fair.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'd also probably not care.
Let me
but-
go.
Yes, we will. Once we are sure.
Now.
No, not now. We will once we're sure that you don't pose a threat to us. Which is funny to say because you're the one tied up, but you know, you never know how things change.
You came to my house, did you not?
If you cared about what I was saying, we came to your house because we're looking for a missing person.
There are no missing people here, only me.
That's not true because we just saw someone else down the corridor.
They look at you, Tokas, and then they look at where you indicated, and their like little whiskers like twitch a little bit. What?
He looks out the corridor, he looks up. You don't live with someone else in here?
Released.
Yeah, I'm less inclined to do so right now. Do you not have like friends and family?
Yes.
When my girlfriend breaks back
So
into
it's
my
like
house.
your
Sorry,
mate,
ex-girlfriend.
your friend.
Yes.
Which one?
he just like kind of stares off. He stares off in that direction still.
Your wife.
We don't want to hurt them.
Complicated.
They are just someone that's been missing for a while, and some people are looking for them, and we want to make sure that they're okay.
Unhand me.
We will. We just need to make sure that everything is fine, and we're not gonna get jumped by another 12 of you.
You will.
Well, that's a horrible thing to say. Now we won't unhand you. See what you've done?
I also love the fact that we just hear like only Tokas' side of this conversation.
No, he replies. He explains what this creature is saying. It's like he's talking to himself, basically.
Vincent also has an understanding of what this creature is saying without Togas. Togas, he looks you dead in the eye and he says, "There are 20 of us. Unhand
I'll
me,
die.
or they will jump you.
He's lying.
You said that they'll jump us anyways.
Only
But
if you
guys,
don't untie me."
That's a bluff.
Well, you're just eating back your words.
guys, but we have a problem.
Amber, do
He
I
puffs up
understand some
again.
of this since I speak water leaper?
Water leaper.
Are they
have a
speaking
jump
saltwater
speed?
crab, Amber?
Is there a wall leaper?
Yeah, I speak water leaper.
Yeah, that's a language. Or the
That's
water
what I got from the
leapers.
shell.
And I speak saltwater crab.
And I speak taco.
I speak the language of water leviathans.
Me,
the only
me
fucking
too,
language
Faris.
I
Me
know.
too, but IRL, bro. I also speak taco in real life.
Taco
bro.
language.
That's racist!
Pasa!
Yeah, pasa.
Not quite what I meant.
But guys, we have a problem. This is a dead end.
I mean, no, it's see, you can walk on it. Toga says as he walks away.
I thought.
Togas is like taller than you are deep. Or like, I mean, this is. Yeah, this is.
Deeper than your tongue.
This is
You are
deeper.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
It is deeper than you are tall.
That's
How
okay. I'm
deep
standing
is a
over it.
human
That's
body?
true. He can work on it.
Like,
Amber,
at what
I have
point
a
do you
solution.
What?
depth of the human body.
I want to use my cantrip for a way that it was definitely not meant to, but I'm going to try.
You lose your instrument and you start sailing over a
No,
cellar.
I'm going to use primal savagery, but unlike I do normally with the flashy wings and mouth, I'm going to only do it on my hands. I'm just going to attack the wall essentially, like put my fingers into it with
Oh, ice
acid.
picks.
and then
So,
just
he
try to
does
climb
that.
that way.
You know
He's
what you could
clawing at the walls like a fucking cat in a curtain.
You know what you could
Uh,
do? You could cast Primal Savagery under the soles of your feet, and then you step on the ether and create tiny little micro cloud explosions that will propel you upwards little by little, and like you skate over the ether. That's such a good idea.
No, it's basically like perfect finger holds if I sink my fingers into it with acid. Like they're
Yeah, I
covered
know
with
Vincent
acid.
is carrying a chest. Vittorio, this marrow is becoming more and more unruly the further you keep walking, like, with him in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the way of the thing that you saw, Zaris, or are we just going in a random
Yeah,
direction?
this is the way the thing that went. Also, to just weirdly point out, also the only other direction we can go. So,
Well, it was a gate.
Well, there
but,
was a gate.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but if
we
I
might
did,
not
if you
want
did,
that
if
right
you
now.
guys didn't see the thing right behind us, then this is obviously the only direction that it was.
Bro.
Unhand me.
Listen, we will unhand you. Pinky promise. Just calm down for a little bit. We need to see if Captain Mill is still here.
I don't need to calm down. You came to me and you attacked me.
We did. We're very sorry for that, but we're also the one that tied you up. So let's not make crazy pretenses. Let's collaborate. I think that's gonna go better for all of us.
Yeah, we didn't tie you up. You tied yourself up. Don't be crazy.
What?
You're the one who wants to be tied up.
What?
What are you talking about?
He
You
turns
asked
to
us
you,
do this. Why are
Tokas.
you going back on your word now?
He turns to you with his, like, little twitchy whiskers, and, like, he stares at you with the intensity of someone who would sacrifice 600 men and says, I want my wife.
So it is
600.
your
Right.
wife. Didn't take. We're not gonna do anything to your wife.
Well, unless your wife is the captain.
Zarius, I'm so
I
glad.
thought Vincent was the
They
captain.
can't understand
I'm
me.
the captain.
Not that. Are you the captain
You
of the
wanna be the
legend, Vincent?
I am definitely a captain of a legend.
Not that one.
I definitely have a legendary.
I'm definitely legendary myself, if you know what I mean.
Lawrence, maybe you should, come over here.
Always have been.
Always have been hovering 20 feet above your head.
I'm climbing against the
Exactly.
wall.
I look down at Zarius, who has to walk in water. Pathetic.
Pathetic.
I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire.
Oh,
Excuse me?
This is a little bit of the emperor in him that's speaking.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it is?
Me when my star child starts to growing
Lawrence didn't say anything. You're delusional.
imperialistic wishes.
Also, I want you to know that walking in water would be more dignified than what Azarius is doing.
That's
That's
true.
true. He's clawing at
That's
the wall
true.
like a cat.
Zarius is holding you all back with how slow he is.
That's okay. We'll wait for him,
Yum,
even
yum.
though he can literally just walk underwater.
Yeah, you can just breathe like
was,
the elemental plane of Earth.
What's the thing that Amber said the other day? Oh, excuse mio, mi piccolo gatto.
He's a little cat.
Literally that.
Little 350 pound
I
steel
said
cat.
this. Never mind, doesn't matter. It's not important for this.
Ah, I hate dark vision. Everything is bleak and sad.
That's true.
There you get it.
Oh, hey, the wall looks a lot more climbable here.
You don't need to climb it here. It's solid ground.
Oh, more nice.
No, it's not. Never mind. I lied.
I was gonna say, this is not
Vittorio.
solid
Yeah.
ground.
You suddenly feel a pinch in the side of your neck.
Biting
You are
you.
you are bitten.
Yeah. Victoria's response to this is, and
Can you
I
make me a
will.
con save?
I can't save.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, it's got you, Ferris. Cool.
Rolls a 9.
21? What the fuck is this? What
Because the blessed is still.
That bless is
What the fuck
gone.
is
That bless is dead
Yeah,
and
yeah,
gone.
it-
It doesn't matter.
It is, yeah.
That's like a fucking
Still.
17 though.
Rolls
That's
9,
17. That's
21.
nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Uh,
That's not high enough.
Vittorio, you, as this creature like bites you, there's a sharp sting of its little like incisors sinking into you,
Hanky.
and then you feel this sort of cold flash pull through your entire body, and your muscles seize up for a moment, and you like stumble forward, and then you manage to fight off its poison.
Hey, yeah, I
And you do
like.
not become paralyzed.
Yeah, he like stumbles into the wall and it's like.
Vittorio.
I'd really like it if you could tell them to stop trying to fucking bite me. Just bite him back.
Mister, I want you to know that I've tried to convince you verbally. My friend wants to convince you physically. So I suggest you stop now, or you're going back to sleep for another 4 hours.
Vittorio, that dealt 11 damage to you.
Okay, that's love.
Right, let me make this simple for you, Fishman. Do you know what a suplex is? Because
No,
I'm
you're
sure
about to learn.
What
Yes, I'm
language
s-
are you speaking, Vincent?
I don't know. I thought I could understand this guy.
Yeah, you can understand him.
You can speak
That-
caretaker, right? He hasn't.
Then I will speak to him on whatever that is.
All right, Vincent begins to speak some higher language that none of you except Tokas and like Lawrence vaguely understands of what's like going on here.
I really hope it's like some weird sounds followed by the word suplex in my normal tone because there's not a word for it in that language. It's
Yeah,
like,
basically.
It's like and then suplex.
Poorly Google translated. The creature blinkas at you.
Gotta take that as a no. Trust me, you don't want to find out.
That was a threat, by the way. You really should stop. Vittorio, if it bites you again, just drop it in the water. At least it's
No,
not gonna
Vittorio,
dry
if
up.
it bites you again, bite it back.
I think there's no need to bite a ether-infused creature, Zarius. That's a terrible idea.
You just punch it on the face.
Actually, just lob him onto the ground with all the force of your weight. Just.
Is that what a suplex is?
I don't
Put me
know. I think
down.
so. I got put him down with great force.
Yeah, we don't have WWE in this setting.
Not yet. Vittorio hasn't retired
yet.
yet.
Actually, technically, we have had it in this setting. It was just like a really long time ago.
Ember, I'd like to make an auditory observation check to listen for movements, as I know we've been pretty rowdy and not very stealthy.
Yeah, especially the marrow is like making things very
I
loud.
swear I'm gonna put my fist in its teeth in a moment. By the way, I'm joking. Anyways,
He's in its
just
fist.
I will want to make a stun check after this.
that's 10, massive.
Masu.
It is outside of the sound of splashing water. Eerily quiet in this place.
Well, everyone, keep your eyes open. There might be 20 marrows.
Ember,
That's great.
I'd like to make a stun check.
Okay.
I want to, from clinging onto here, cling onto this barrel, then use this to walk up and then climb these ropes.
You can walk on this water, but I understand. You can do that, sure. Go ahead.
Even if I theoretically could, I want to do it as little as possible.
Alright, you do it. You hop skip over a barrel. It absolutely is a vaporize under your weight.
Climb
There's a
onto the
loud
rope.
crack and a crumble as it splashes into the water, and Darius begins walking onto the ropes instead.
Love that.
Lucas, you find a pile of what looks to be junk.
Amber, I'm a tinker. Nothing is junk.
No, it's junk.
Forensics check.
Okay.
Another 6.
You find junk. It seems to be scraps of barrels and boxes, but also like books with all of the pages torn out. Um, Pieces of
Okay.
like equipment. There are gears here, but they've all been rusted through, or they are broken, or like bent out of place. There are things that look like they would belong with a tinker, if a tinker had smashed all of their collection to bits.
What a shame. These people have no notion of upkeep. Wait, isn't this? Oh, I guess it's a different place. Kind of reminds me of the entrance.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like it. This is. Can I stand on here? It looks like this is
Yeah, you
standing.
can walk here. Sorry, so you catch a brief glimpse of something slipping beneath the waters, like in the distance, and then it moves away, like quite quickly.
Is this passage passable? Can we squeeze through this?
Yeah, you can squeeze through it. The terrain is very uneven, but you can.
Okay.
I
What the
saw
fuck is
something.
that? What is that?
I'm sorry.
I saw something. There was something in the water.
Captain Emil, we are looking for you, and we're not hostile. We found your ship beached on the shore.
Hey, talk about a chest and a lever. I point this direction that probably no one can see.
Oh, that? I mean, maybe it opens another gate. I can't see anything. Lever activable?
I don't know. It's dark. Amber, is this
Captain?
suspended above the water or is this in the water? Because it looks like
Above
it's
the
above.
water.
Yeah, I'll slowly maneuver onto here. And I like to make the jump to here. Not like jump with my feet on it, but like grab it and like climb onto it. Just yoink. Oh god. Woot. I thought that broken plate was a monster for a second, and I got spooked.
By a plate.
Yes, I specifically thought this pile of plates was like a token. And I was
Is this pile of stuff also junk?
That's
I
where the
mean,
chest is.
It is slightly
Yeah, this
more
chest.
organized junk. There are 2 chests indeed. There's
So, like-
also a pile of what looks like pieces of cloth and like aether logged wood that is almost shaped like a little dog bed.
That's kind of.
There's
I'm
like a
smart
sort
enough
of
to
like
realize.
circle like indent here, you know.
Yeah, I
Like something's
understand.
been laying there.
I'm going to like just open the chests up and take a look to see if there's anything of note.
Well, about that curse.
Roll me a d10.
I will. I don't know why I was opening my sheet for that, but it's a 10.
Yippee!
Curse! You find the captain. It's in the chest.
Just like that.
I am that skilled. We find the magic ether stone that controls beasts.
I don't know about that, but what you do find is that within this chest are boxes, and they are all stamped with the symbol of, with an unbroken seal of the Irisian Empire.
Magical chests? How big are these boxes?
They vary in size.
Well, turns around to Vittorio. Seal boxes, Irisian in nature. If we are to go by what we know about them, maybe it's something magical. It could be moats, maybe elemental air.
I suppose that's worth grabbing a few. And again, if we don't manage to somehow turn the captain back, I guess it's technically their stuff.
Yeah, we should likely wait to find Markov before we take anything. Or borrow it, I suppose. I wonder how cargo of Arisian nature ended up here. Maybe was it plundered by the
Pilfer is
legend?
right word.
What was that, White?
I think pilfer is the right word.
Yeah, probably if it's better than borrow.
Maybe.
Just looks at the chest on Vincent's back. I'm afraid we've already pilfered.
I might have a weird idea.
Well, your word ideas have worked so far, so let's hear it.
I'm gonna sing.
Yeah, maybe that can catch their attention.
I couldn't communicate with them, but they seem to be interested in it. Amber, I also have a specific song I'm gonna sing.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Zarius doesn't know much water-based songs because Ember Kern is, I don't think, has a port. But I'd like to imagine he knows like this song because it's partly like a love song, which is probably the only type of song he might interest. So he's gonna try to sing that, and I want to say he's trying to convey. I don't want to say peaceful intentions, but disarmed attentions more than anything as he's singing. And that is what he's just going to sing as he's trying to continue forward. I'm gonna try and climb over here because I saw the creature disappear past here.
Oh, well, that's what it was.
I have to get down here, I imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, climb along the edge.
The path continues winding up and around through the hollow rock. More and more aether dribbles down the walls and collects at your feet in shallow puddles, occasionally deep pools that one might break their leg in if they accidentally stepped into them. But no signs of life. Next room that you step into holds more similar features to the first one. Broken pieces of ships haphazardly strewn about, but here also a waterfall cascades down rapidly, dispersing thousands of liters of aether every single second.
So it's actual water.
Aether, right?
Aether.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said dispersing ether.
Huh! Leap on!
Yeah.
Wait, so it is a waterfall made of water, or
It's an
maybe-
aether.
Dispersing, like it dispenses whatever. Sorry.
Oh, I thought dispersing as in
Dispense.
it's mystifying the thing. This is why there's fog.
Nope.
Never mind.
It's not exactly fog. That is a. It's
Foam.
just. Yeah, it's not even just fog.
Oh, I thought it
it's
was
just-
fog. You look like fog from the distance.
Yeah, it's because you don't have any dark vision.
So I have a limited
Zarius, in the
radius.
airward direction, you see the gate
Yeah, I might
that
be
you
done.
saw in the other
Mm.
room.
I'm going to continue hopping on whatever I can stand on.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
The gate is still closed, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Is this deep?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
Is there light here?
very carefully.
Where is it coming from?
From above.
Oh, is it like a lamp?
Not quite a lamp. It seems to be a hole that
Oh.
goes straight outside.
Hmm.
What the fuck are you?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, sorry. That was me out of character.
I don't
As
even
I
know what you're
climb,
looking at.
as I climb on this, I'm gonna point this direction.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, that was my reaction.
The fuck is that?
You see a metal-looking statue
Okay.
perched upon a rock. It seems to be shaped like a cross between a dragon and a fish.
what? Damn.
Oh, that looks interesting. What do I want to do? Look at that weird thing, or do you want to sing for the captain? Maybe, or, well, the captain, the marrow, maybe either of them. Whatever they are, really.
Looks very curious.
Yeah, maybe it's some sort of contraption. Could be a form of artistic interpretation of the siege weapon. Maybe part of a ship's figurehead.
I'm gonna look at Lawrence. Like, any chance you can fly up?
Good, yeah. Keep an eye on me.
How tall is this thing, remember? This
Hmm?
first rock formation.
A couple feet.
I'll join Lawrence by a couple of these raggedy planks.
Lawrence, you fly up to the big fish statue. It is pretty large. This thing is as like lengthy as your wings are wide.
Oh.
And still, it's perfectly still perched atop this rock, almost tilting slightly forward, as though it might slide off at any point.
What are you? Lawrence wonders. Is this maybe like the figurehead from a ship?
It looks pretty hefty if it was a figurehead made out of metal.
Yeah, some ships are pretty big. I don't see a purpose for this otherwise.
Well, as I mentioned, it can be perhaps a sort of siege weapon, some sort of cannon that has a unique shape. Maybe part of some other mechanism, or it could simply be a piece of art, but I find difficult that someone will put a heavy metal statue onto a ship for no reason.
Yeah, could be ship was delivering maybe some kind of art piece, or maybe it was like a gentleman's craft rather than a merchant or military vessel.
Maybe it was a, as you said, maybe it was a merchant vessel carrying artistic goods. I can take a look. Maybe it has a mechanism inside.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look then. From this like vantage point that I have now,
Mm-hmm.
looking out at the rest of the cavern, with the limited light that is coming in. Could I make maybe a perception check to just have a look around and see if there's something that stands out to me in this chamber, other
Sure.
than the obvious?
What is the obvious to you?
This big metal statue thing.
You see a glint of something. The southern direction. You also note that the waterfall doesn't reach all the way to the ceiling. There's like a bit of space above it, and there's more like masts sticking out of there.
Curious.
For looking over this metal contraption, would you like me to roll a Tinker's Tools or a Forensics check?
Thinkers is fine.
Alright. Hope again, don't roll below 10 again. Never mind. Thumbs up.
I mean, it wasn't below a 10.
It was a 5.
Oh yeah, but the roll total isn't below 10. Thumbs up.
Yeah, well, my roll total is going to go below 10.
Thumbsies
not true.
upsies.
That's not sure why we would do that. Yeah.
Let me double check. Because you've never quite seen anything like this thing before. It looks incredibly unwieldy. It also looks a little bit like... It looked like form over function, almost. Like, why would someone, if this was a contraption, like, spend so much time in making it look like a dragonfish hybrid-looking thing? And again, you are in a ship grave.
Does it seem to have a
And
mechanism
again,
inside?
yeah, then again, there are these grooves in its mouth. And there is a tiny little, like, what do you call this? A, like, little hole near the tip of its tail that seems to be going, like, inside of this thing's body. As far as you can tell, it could be hollow. It sounds kind of hollow when you, like, knock on it.
Look at Zarius.
Mm-hmm.
Zarius, maybe this is like a big instrument. It has like, it looks like kind of like a flute, but like a giant one. It has like a hole in the back and like there's grooves in the front.
I mean, I can... I'm gonna try to leap on this driftwood.
Man landing in like the ether doesn't even get above his toes.
Even then, Zarius tries to land on anything he can grab.
Makes
have a
lot of
light?
sense. I don't. Actually, I have this, and he like taps the heel of his foot, and on the point of his finger, there's like a 5 foot of dim light. I call it my reading light.
Oh
this
yes,
thing's-
this
yeah.
thing.
I
This
cast
thing's mouth
reading
is
light.
open. This thing's mouth is open, right?
Yeah,
Is
its
it?
mouth is partially open, yeah.
I'm going to look into it. I put my I put whatever object you have on the reading light.
It was my finger, but I not switch that wrong.
I don't think your finger's an object, but I understand.
That is true.
Just
Makes
a
drop,
lot
of
drop
sense.
it off first. Easy.
At that point, it is. But I'm going to look into this thing's mouth, and while I am not personally proficient with musical instruments of the blowing nature, with my bereavement watch whistle as comparison, as yes, boys, I still have my bereavement watch whistle. I'm going to
Alright.
compare the insides and see if the general structure would be that of a blowing instrument.
Sure, go ahead.
That's what I do, but I really don't know what kind of check that would be.
Like a comparison check.
Mm,
Appraisal?
intelligence, wind instrument. I don't know.
I don't have wind instruments.
Wind
That's
instrument.
what
Well, that's
An
fair.
intelligence check.
Yeah,
What a good question.
I have the tool proficiency musical instrument, but those
Yeah,
represent
make
a
that
harp,
with-
and,
Yeah,
a
just do
harp
that with
and
intelligence.
cello. Okay, let me change this into intelligence real quick. Here we go.
Oh fuck!
That's
You're
a
so
6.
bad.
That
Tell me that.
So seeing as I have no idea,
Yeah, you look into this creature's like mouth, you point the light into it. Putting the light into it, you can see it has these like strange like metal ropey coils going into like that disappear down into its throat. It could be like a French horn type of deal, but then like a really big one, you know. Maybe it's like a war
Who's
horn.
the French?
yeah, I mean, imagine if it is, I'm like, do you want me to play it?
Going to blow it.
I mean, part of me really wants to know what this is, but what if you just like a city horn type of thing, and then we'll find ourselves beset by marrows, you know?
Well, might as well give it a shot.
All right.
But I take the deepest breath I can.
For the vine.
I put my non-existent lips onto the butt of
Holy
this
shit.
thing,
Right.
and I'm
It's a
gonna
rail
blow.
gun, and we shoot both Victorian
Blow
ones.
it.
Yeah.
What that mouth do?
Not have lips.
Are you just blowing air?
Yes. I mean, I like I.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
do like a vuvuzela.
like you concentrate the air. Like I imagine even though I don't have the perfect like blowing instruments, I know how to put my lips on a blowing instrument to make a noise. The whoo, yeah.
yeah, you do.
But Zaris isn't like for now.
Make a fortitude check.
Yeah, I am proficient in fortitude.
Yippee! Go, not rolling out on
Problem
one.
is, there's a lot of diseases on this thing from past adventures that have come through here, and like
You get
they're
ether
fucking-
poisoning.
Zarius, you measure your breathing and you focus really hard and you go boop through this thing. It sounds a little bit like a foghorn, but also it doesn't sound like it's quite right. It could be a very big instrument indeed, yeah. I mean it makes sound when you blow into it.
Weird question. You said it had these coils in its mouth.
Yeah.
How many?
I mean it's like one coil that like
Ah,
it is basically like attached to the throat, so it just goes down into the throat.
Okay, so there's no visible indicator of like, oh, you've got to pull these specific levers to make this specific noise.
You don't see any levers on its outside.
I will attempt to to play it this time instead of just blowing on it. There's no air vents on it, is there?
No.
So there's no way to adjust the sound where I'm seeing it.
Not at all.
Yeah, and that's just. I mean, it made a noise. I will attempt to use my air in my lungs to make like a tune because I imagine it can only go louder or quieter based on how much air I apply. I'm going to try to.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
keep a steady tune going of some form of music if I can make an attempt.
Mm-hmm.
What check would that be?
You don't have a thing. Maybe. I suppose I would allow for this one the singing check. It's about controlling your breathing.
Hey.
Yippee.
All right, Zarius begins to play. What tune do you play?
I imagine the song he's been singing for most of this, the one I
Alright.
posted.
A loud wail echoes off of the cavern's walls as this thing doesn't just doesn't just take the sound, but like enhances it. And that's all that happens.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Ember, I realized I forgot a key component to my role, which is the fact that I have the Artificer's lore, which technically that would give me. It's like the first time I used it in this campaign, it will give me a +3 to my check, making it the 15, which is not that much better, but maybe it tells me something else.
And be like, this is just
It
a
is
musical
a
instrument.
technological device.
Sure. You suddenly realize that you are an artificer and not just a
A heart,
regular, different race. And so as Zarius is blowing and like you do a big think, you think, wait. It literally has like copper coils in its body. This thing could very well have something to do with electricity.
Oh god.
A lightning gun? Holy.
Still got Crash of Thunder.
That's what Douglas says, and he goes, "No, I definitely don't have that one anymore."
Well, I don't have anything that could generate lightning. I just only know one person that does.
Yeah, I think Lawrence.
Before that happens, though, I'm gonna like go all the way away. I'm gonna leap onto this rope, and I'm gonna climb onto it. I'm gonna go leave.
Zarius, as you are leaving, you see some things glinting there.
I do. Okay, I'm just gonna continue climbing.
Zarius clambers away and scuttles into a corner.
I have an important question.
Mm-hmm.
When the thing, the mechanism, the weapon, the whatever you want to call it, was blown into. What was the reaction of my passenger?
He's been very unhappy with you this whole time.
Yeah,
He's actively trying to escape, Vittorio.
Okay, but was there like either a brief cessation of trying to escape or an increase of trying to escape when?
No, I mean, he stopped for a moment when he started blowing a fucking foghorn like next to him, but then he's like,
fair enough.
It's time to leave.
No, fair enough.
I know what this is.
He tries to break free.
I mean, I'm gonna try and stop him.
I'm doing the head.
I know. You can contest him.
Okay. Exert or yeah. Bump. Well, that's a nat 1.
Please me, this fucking
He
mouse.
flops to the ground, like still covered in rope, like wriggling along the ground.
I would like to try and collect him again.
You lied to me.
My
My wife is not here.
I don't understand shit what he's saying.
No, he's like, my wife isn't here. Let me go.
Yeah,
He hisses at you. Vittorio, like the little like spines on his back, kind of like rise up.
I
As he
hate
flashes
that.
his teeth at you when you try to fucking when you try to collect him.
Well,
I hate that.
your wife is here. She's simply hiding because you're thrashing a lot.
As you should be hiding from such monsters as you.
So you know that your wife is here then.
He turns away
Holy
from
shit, cooked.
Lucas turns around. Alright. Well,
you. Vittorio, you hear a sniffling sound. As he's like sniffing around, like near you.
use him to find your wife.
I
Come on,
mean,
Vittoria, lock in Mr. Bloodhound.
Rab romantic stick, but for marrow wives.
now, I mean, that's a good question. Sure, Amber. I'm gonna be super weird and join this marrow in sniffing.
Smells like fish.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can pick up a similar scent to this marrow.
I mean, it smells like aether, which is not a whole lot.
Only like Aether?
Are you gonna fucking sniff it? Are you gonna put your arm, like your nose in his pit, and smell?
I mean,
Do it, Vittorio. I dare you.
I'm not gonna put my nose in his pits and smell, but I figure I should at least be able to try and get like a whiff so that I can compare it. If that makes sense.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I don't remember if my bloodhound is set up correctly. Let's see. Is it? That's not set up correctly, I don't think. Consider proficient and double the proficiency, so that would be instead of a 12. That's 6. So that's 8. We have plus 8 instead, so we're looking at a 16.
You do a big sniffer. You sniff at the marrow. They smell mostly fresh. The aether, but there's like a hint of a sort of spiciness beneath it, like a cayenne pepper.
The fuck? Okay.
Then you sniff, do a
They're
big sniffer.
pre-seasoned.
This one is pre-seasoned. You can cook it just like that.
Pre-packaged meal.
You don't smell any of that, Vittoria. You don't smell the same like spiciness, but you smell something, a waft of something sweet in the air.
Oh, from where?
Comes with you down with the draft. Comes towards you down with the draft.
And the draft is coming from.
Huddling along with the water.
Yes, but is it coming from like the waterfall or?
You're pretty sure it is. That's what you feel.
Okay. Vittorio is like, he inhales. And he's like, you know, this fucking arrow doesn't understand a thing I'm saying. Ask it. That's a weird fucking. I don't care. Ask it if its wife smells sweet. He just looks
What the fuck?
Clipping police, take care of him.
That sounds illegal.
Lawrence, Vasily is going to love this when we get back to the ship.
There's like the marrow smells kind of like
Fruity?
spicy, like some kind of heat to the smell. But on the other hand, he just gestures towards the waterfall. There's like a sweet scent coming down from the waterfall. I mean, if it's like, yeah, I don't know. Just a wild guess.
What do you guys do?
I did see that
Oh, I
there were
forgot
more
how
ships
push
in
it
touch
up.
up there. I can go check.
You forgot that you saw what?
I didn't forget anything. I did see that there were more ships and masts up there. I
Yeah,
check.
can check. Just be careful.
I'll ask the Marrow if his wife is supposed to smell sweet.
Okay, so a couple things happen. Zarius, you find a big blue gem.
Interesting.
Interesting. Pocketed.
Money. Here
I mean, it
comes
looks like it's a
money.
very big gem,
Yeah, it is very big.
Here comes-
but
There's
no
also
matter how
like a
much
pipe, like one of those things, the ones that you can smoke pipe weed from.
is there aether in the air? Like, there's no mist here, right? It's fine.
Yeah, there's no mist here.
Then I would like. Let me quickly actually check if I have anything like that. I don't. Very cool. So I'm actually going to use my recently found aether logged box with aether logged algae that were glowing, which is the reason why I grabbed them, because I thought they were interesting. I'm gonna put them down and open it
Yeah.
so there's light.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look at this book.
You look at the book, Zarius, and you realize that the book is aether logged.
Great. Does it still have writing on these pages?
Yeah, it has writing on these pages.
Okay. Then I would like to use my wood carver tools, my small gouge, the thing, to flip, if it's dry enough, the pages, so I can read it with the light of my aether-logged box with aether-logged algae. Because I don't have torches.
Oh, I thought I had.
Why is the description of my bereavement watch whistle mango?
What did you
Oh,
say?
the safe word has already come into play.
Mang.
Mango.
Not just any mango.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
Why can I?
So, yeah, I will try to read as much as I can. Find out whose book this is, what is in it. Because this might as well be maybe the last documents of the captain. Maybe.
I thought we found the last documents of the
Yeah,
captain.
no, that's what I thought too. But if there's a book here, I mean, clearly this is put here with care.
That is true.
Oh, no.
Ah, there we go. That's work.
Maybe the captain. This is where he met his wife. This is where he found love on the sea. Yar.
Found me wife.
Love the sea. Love me wife. Yar.
Yeah.
Wife fight back. Kill wife. Life sand.
Regret.
Yeah.
Regret.
Sarius, you look through the pages that are open. You're not really sure if the book can really be opened further than that. Like, the pages look pretty almost cemented together. But the text is just legible enough. It seems to be a series of log entries from a ship called the Warmaker's Woe.
The War Makers what?
Woe.
Woe.
Woe be the Warmaker.
Yes.
It details the Warmaker's Woe's journey through the Monstera cluster towards Port Kalo, then around the Imperial Archipelago, through the Flameward Fork, skirting by and around the Isle of Drakes, to try and make their way to Shipgrave Reef. Picking up various shipments along the way. One of them, you note, has Irisian trade bars in it.
Oh, money.
Say, what did you say? I almost dropped that in Dutch.
Irisian trade bars.
Oh no,
That
that
is-
I got. I thought I was.
Plates.
No, I was having a look at one more thing. About this one.
Okay, I'm sorry that I misspelled the word, but I was trying to type it over fast.
I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. I will get
Just
to
make it up.
No, I will not be making it up because it is actually important.
Okay.
But I will note it down to the Warmakers.
Very well.
Those logs. But
Okay.
yes, in the essence, they are a merchant vessel's travel logs.
Interesting. I'll.
And
I
they
mean,
have
I
a few
imagine.
notes from the crew in them.
I imagine I. Oh, notes from the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in specific in there?
A couple of like small notes here and there about islands that they've visited and rumors that they've collected there, although you're not really sure how old these rumors are.
I imagine I can't really close this book now, can I?
No.
Then my eyes go to, you said a pipe, like a smoking pipe?
There's a
And
smoking pipe, yeah.
Jules, I'll first grab the smoking pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a look at it. I'd like to make an appraisal check. Not that I think I'm going to be good at it, but I want to see if this might be worth anything. If it's fancily made or. It's definitely worth a lot.
It is so much money, Azarius. This could be like 10 gold pieces. You know?
Oh, that's a fortune. I'm
you're
gonna have to
you're
put
like,
this
oh my
down.
god, this thing is made out of wood. So nice.
That's a fortune. I'm writing it down real quick.
I get a little wood, man. Let's go.
Pipe. What is this layer called? Pipe
from
from
Shipgrave Reef.
pipe from Lost Cave in Shipgrave Reef. Worth 3,000 gold.
Definitely. Definitely not 1.5 silver piece.
No. It's a magic item. I can recognize that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then my hand just slowly floats over to the gem.
He's
I
a
will
big one,
witch-
Zarius.
I will witch sight. I'm not gonna be stupid. I will witch sight. See if I smell anything off. And I know how good I am at witch sight. I've been good at it the entire last 2 sessions.
Well, maybe
Oh
this
my
time
God.
is different.
I'm gonna re-roll
Zarius,
this
maybe you
fate.
should reconsider.
I'm going to use fate.
You know-
What the fuck?
You know, if it's another nat 1, like
It's
that's
destiny. You gotta fucking give up.
Fate.
it's like almost
Fate doesn't want you to succeed.
statistically impossible, but we'll see.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ah,
Well, that's better.
finally.
I mean, a 1 is in the number, to be fair, but yeah.
Jesus.
This.
Oh no.
As your hand briefly hovers over the gem, you feel a sense of longing, of a deep. Is there a word for this in English? I think it's only in Dutch.
Gezellig. It wants to be gezellig.
No, I'm looking for heimwee. I don't think that has an English word at all.
Homesick.
Homesickness. Yeah, I guess homesickness. You get that brief feeling of that. You don't sense anything magical about it, though.
Wow. I mean, guys, I don't sense anything magical about it. I'm going to take
You
it.
see, everyone is distracted.
You pick it up. It is a very pretty looking crystal. Either it is an actual gemstone or it is like very precisely like cut glass. It like reflects a variety of colors with its many facets, making it a very pretty and like pleasant thing to look at. It almost shimmers like the Aether itself.
Hey, I'll take it.
Hold up.
It's so
What
much.
what do I call this in my inventory?
You can call it.
Pretty rock.
How do I call this so that I will remember it later? But you don't know.
You can call it not the pearl. I'm sure you'll remember that.
Call it Karel Prism.
Caro Prism, alright.
What the fuck?
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys.
Oh, okay.
Very well.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't
The
know.
others.
I got it.
Well, Zarius is putting his pockets full of stuff. What are you guys doing?
I'm asking
Oh,
the.
he's satiating his addiction.
Oh yeah, you were talking to the marrow. You were asking if your wife smells sweet.
Yeah.
The marrow puffs up, sizes Vittorio up, and then says, "Stay away from my wife."
It didn't talk to Victoria. Yes, she does apparently.
Okay, well, can you let them know that
I'll chew your legs off.
I can smell something sweet coming from down the waterfall?
See the big light that is Lawrence floating up to it.
Look at this Romero. I think you can smell your wife.
Unhand me.
What did he say?
Unhand me.
I feel like it's a really dangerous thing to do right
I
about
need to
now.
return to my wife.
But she is in the waterfall, isn't she?
Let me return to my wife.
So you're going to go to the waterfall.
I'm going to go to my wife, is what I'm doing.
We'll get you to your wife. He says as he begins to goes around. I think the captain is in the waterfall.
I will chew all of your ankles off.
Can you stop
Filthy feet.
threatening people to chew them?
Or why would
You've
you eat
done
them
so
then?
enough times to know that it's not going to work.
I'm going to kill all of you.
Okay,
Based.
I'm sure
what I'm
you
going
want
to do when I'm done.
I'm sure you want to.
Turn you into my wife.
I'm sure we can find a different conclusion to this report.
I'm gonna scoop them up again, or at least attempt to.
He wriggles away from you, Vittorio, like rolling. He does like literal little barrel rolls to stay away out of your reach, even if he's tied up.
May I attempt another exert check to get my hands on them?
Don't say get my
Unhandle.
hands on them,
Is it?
please. Just say grapple at that point.
I mean, yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. Well, that's an 8.
Forcibly acquire.
I mean, it's very hard when like one of your arms is literally a weapon.
These fucking rolls today, man.
You're really struggling. Do I impale?
do
this
not pick him up.
person, or do I
Yeah,
grab
that's
him?
fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna attempt to, you know, I'm basically following them as they are rolling around at this point.
That's fine. They undo the rope.
I hate that.
God, beat them up. Fucking beat them over the head.
And he begins to like slither into the shallow water, like as you're chasing him around, Vittorio, as he's dragging his like long fat body around.
Blinka, splinka.
Okay, let me just check here. Do I have? No, I can't do that. That's fine.
Shoot them with the harpoon gun again.
No! I'm not gonna shoot them with the harpoon
Please
gun.
stop shooting people with the harpoon.
But I will try and fucking grab them again.
I'm sorry, I told you it wouldn't happen again, but that was a lie. Stay still.
Like I'm doing
Ember,
my best.
do I
here.
see this?
I mean, it's hard to miss.
Okay.
You see Vittorio slowly walking after a marrow that cannot be more than like 10 feet.
Lawrence is like, something clicks in his brain and he remembers, oh, I have this spell prepared I never use. Cast sleep on the marrow.
Mine.
There's a dull thud as it like falls face first in the water.
Victoria like stops, then in his tracks. He's like,
Oh, it's dead.
yeah. He's like, I didn't even fucking touch it.
Lawrence is like, it's okay, I just short-circuited it. I gave it the Star Child's blessing
I
and
don't.
put it into a short sleep. It's okay, Vittorio, don't
Oh,
worry.
all right. And Victoria's just gonna try and again tie this poor creature up.
Alright, do it, you horrible person.
Don't call me a horrible
You're right.
person.
Do it.
You're right. You know what? You're right. We're monsters. We'll kill the creature on the spot.
Yeah, I'll try and tie it up. Do you want a intelligence sleight of hand or?
It's
Actually,
handicraft.
yeah, I was about to say it's handicraft. 15.
Yeah, that's the new DC.
Very well. I'll tie it up. And I'll once again sling it over my shoulder.
Where do you guys go from here?
Well,
Waterfall.
there's a
Mhm.
wife in the waterfall, possibly a captain. So
Let's go find what's up the waterfall.
Oh shit!
Mhm.
Everyone's leaving.
Yeah,
Cesarius,
yeah.
his
Victoria's like,
pockets jingling with money.
yeah, Victoria's like walking away. He looks in this direction. He's like, there. Oh, okay,
Ah,
good.
what? I found some things.
Oh, what things?
A book and a pipe and something else.
All right. It's the book. Did you Can you read shit in the book, or is it
I
Aether
did read
log?
it. It was a log. Well, it was Aether logged, but it was a log.
Okay.
Aether
Well,
log. An
I,
Aether log that logged the journey of a ship.
I mean,
Hey.
that's useful. I take you took a whiz.
No.
Zarius, grab that book.
Me, you just like, what the frick?
What the Sigma?
It's no that it was logged beyond belief. I've written down what had on it.
No, well, then in that case, it's fine.
I show the quick scribbles that I've made. Seems to be a series of log entries of the War Maker's woe. It went through the Montserrat cluster, Port Calo, around the Imperial Archipelago, through Flameward Fork, skirting by and around the Isles of Drakes, and they tried to make their way to Shipgrave Reef. Along the way, they picked up various shipments. One of them, I note, has Arisian trade bars on it.
Well, a trade log is very important. It has information about the world that we don't yet know.
Yeah, that's true. On basic trade routes, and that also probably means the wreck of that ship is somewhere around here. Maybe some of those trade bars are still intact.
If we find, well, if we do find Ethereum trade bars, it will be a great way to start our journey.
Also, I totally found something like this cool gem, but we'll talk about that later. You know,
I have a friend. He's also a dragonborn. I don't know if you saw him, but he's on the ship. He's a jeweler. Maybe he can help you out.
anyway, how are we going to get onto this impossible obstacle?
Well, I'm wondering if maybe they're inside the waterfall. Can you smell them, Vittorio?
Maybe I should check above and then.
Oh, yeah.
just see if you could check down there.
That works.
I'll let you know if something happens. Maybe I can find a way to secure ropes, says Lawrence, from up here as it goes more. Waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I fly up there. What do I see?
You fly up the waterfall and you see another mast of a ship, almost perfectly positioned between two rocks, and a boardwalk that has been made there that keeps going further down a narrow, winding tunnel. You don't see a Merrill wife.
I'm not doing much to like hide the fact that I'm here. So I imagine she is.
I know.
She's either lurking, or she's like staying beyond our effective range.
Oh, Lawrence, how about that rope?
Well, first, Vittorio, do you smell her further away, or is she close by?
Sorry, you can't smell through the aether itself.
Yeah, I was about to say. Victoria's like, I mean, can't really smell anything like, through the waterfall. Well, it's not waterfall, Aetherfall.
Aether.
But and he sniffed
Unhand me.
air
Oh
up
wait, no.
again.
Yeah, he's
No,
awake.
What?
He just wakes up with
It's
a
a
jolt.
minute. Yeah.
Awake.
Ah,
Unhand me.
Please fucking beat him over there.
As it says that, which I have no idea if it fully understands me. I'm gonna attempt to speak in the Aquan dialect of Primordial.
Mm-hmm.
Water creature might know water language.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from the Warmaker's Woe?
The creature like turns its head and looks at you. Your direction, Zarius. How do you know such speech? It says, but its accent is incredibly thick. Like you're. It's like someone from fucking Friesland is speaking to you.
Friesland?
Friesland.
Well, I imagine I'm speaking the globalization language. So I'm speaking like Ave, like a just general proper language, but it's not like specific enough to really be.
Speaks
like,
American and the mayor speaks British.
I studied it.
Gross.
Are you from the Warmaker's Woe?
I don't know what Warmaker's Woe is.
Yep. You got a book of it up there.
I don't go on ship.
No, but you might have come from it. I'm gonna pull out the pipe and show it to them. Is that yours?
This.
Put it back. It's one of the many ships that crashed here. If we're guessing that the captain or your wife has become a creature like yourself, it wouldn't have been too strange to assume that the same thing might have happened to you.
This is what I am.
But how long have you been this? What's the first thing you remember? I don't know how it sounds in like regular targets, like whoosh.
I was
Flash.
born here. I was born here.
This island? Were you born here this big?
Ships. I was small.
Look, I'm happy we can talk, but I don't think we're gonna hurt your wife. But your wife might not
hurt me.
We did. We frankly thought you were a monster that killed people on this island. But you want to know why we hurt you?
I would kill people on this island for my wife. She is. He kind of like wriggles in place. He doesn't know what the word is. He calls her a single drop of water, like a small drop.
How long is your
Small.
wife?
Oh, she's my little drop.
How long has your wife been here? She came on a ship, didn't she?
I don't think it has a concept of time.
Yeah, that's why.
But it knows that she came on a ship.
Look, I understand it's your wife. But if the thing happened that we think happened, your wife might be sick. And you might be sick too. We were looking for your wife to rescue her. And possibly see if we could heal her.
She doesn't need rescue. I don't need rescue.
But that's why we attacked you. We didn't want to hurt you. We wanted to capture you so we could hopefully cure whatever sickness was in your
You still
wife.
hurt me in this moment.
You just
Liar.
You just
yeah, as they say that, you just hear Vittorio, also in Primordial, I might add. He's like, oh, really hurt you? I didn't fucking bite you at least.
well, calm down.
You pierced my
Oh, well,
side.
To be honest, he
Gladly
did bite him.
eat you while you sleep. He says right next to your face.
That's quite an exaggeration.
I'll do it. He whispers.
You're really not helping your case. But
You should learn the concept of quid pro quo, honestly.
you want your wife to be okay, right?
He eyes each of you up.
I know how that sounded. I did not mean that as a threat. You want your wife to be okay, don't you?
She is okay.
You know that for sure.
Yes.
Okay, call to her.
No.
Please.
No.
Otherwise, we have to search for her, and things might get even more difficult.
I can search for her. I don't need you.
But we need you. That's what he's saying.
We're going to search for her. That's what we're doing. Now, you can call for her, and we can see how civil we can. If your wife,
You can search for her, and I can search for her myself.
we know she's here. We don't need you to search for her. Call for her. You make this easy for us, and it makes it easy for you.
No.
All right. Okay, at least do us the favor to sit still.
If you let me go.
No, because then you'll go to your wife and escape here.
Fuck, they got me.
Thank God.
Look, I understand the love for someone. Maybe not as you do, or as Tokas does, or how Lawrence does. But you obviously care for your wife, and let's say she was sick, right? You don't think she's sick, but let's say that without you knowing she currently was sick. Would you want her to get better?
If she gets sick, she gets better or she dies.
Holy shit.
Well, and that's different people to you.
Okay. Well, I switch back to Imperial Norm. Lawrence, can you drop the rope down?
I don't have rope.
I'll see if I can pull some down. Before I do that, though, can I see through the waterfall if there's like something behind the waterfall?
You see rocks?
So there's no cave behind the waterfall. There's no space.
So unrealistic.
Okay. I'm gonna do a water Minecraft elevator then. I'm going to wear my moisture weakening robe. I'm going to go inside the waterfall, and through the usage of my water walk spell, I'm going to shoot 60 feet up.
What do you mean shoot 60 feet up?
By the water
it
walk
works.
spell, if you are
Don't know the water
submerged
walk
in
expert.
liquid, you automatically rise 60 feet to the
Okay, Tokas
surface.
shoots to the surface and cracks his head on the roof of the fucking cave.
I don't fucking shoot up to 60 feet up.
Alright, that's the rules. You heard the dungeon master.
You are
Don't
launched
make
60 feet.
The fucking slingshot it was.
You exploded and splattered the fucking top of the cave.
New peasant railgun.
Put someone 5 feet below the surface and launched
And
them
you fucking
55 feet.
Hell yeah.
I hate that.
You get to the top of the waterfall. You see Lawrence sitting there.
Hello. The Tokus comes out of the water like a fucking ghost. Hello. Have you found a... Oh, well, I guess not, else you would have said so. Is there more paths down there?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Now, help me tie this rope. To where? Huh. Good question. Oh, maybe
I was
that...
thinking the mast right here, since it is, you know, big and heavy.
Hmm.
And maybe we could kick it, we could, like, you know, push it so that it's, like, behind these two rocks. you know? And then that way, yeah.
Lucas crosses his arms. Yeah, no, I definitely can't push it. I speak in 7 strength, by the way.
Okay. That's fine. This is like a big sword.
It kind of is like a big one, sort. I mean,
Amber,
Yeah,
I'm gonna move the mast.
Where
Here.
do you move
in
it?
Direction, right? So that the 2 points are lodged behind these rocks, right? And then I'm gonna tie a rope onto it over here, and then throw it down here for the losers. That way, their force pulls at the mast, but it's held in place because of the rocks.
I mean, exert check.
Yeah, sure. I
Lawrence has worked
pray
out.
sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Amber, can I instead make a fast talking check to attempt to, like, hand wave in front of you, the dungeon master, that I did roll an exert check?
What?
Oh my god.
No.
Okay.
Your
Just-
fast talking check fails.
Shit.
Your IRL fast socket check failed.
No, that was charm.
I'm immune to the charmed condition.
I rolled 10.
Good enough, it's a round object.
Yippee! I roll it.
inventing the wheel.
Literally. It practically invents itself here. Lawrence, you push it. It takes, like, there's a moment where you think it's not going to move, but then it, like, it rolls forward and it ends up getting lodged behind the rocks.
A lot of Lawrence's energy. He, like, immediately stops flying. He, like,
Those gives you a thumbs up. Good work. You look like Vittoria there.
Just tie the rope, please. I just need a moment.
Yeah, just gonna Peter Pants up to the thing, tie the rope around. We'll look down the waterfall. Right, boys. The rope is tied. Time to come up.
Oh crap.
In Primordial, as I get up to the rope, I'm like, alright. Please don't be difficult, and I'll climb us both up the waterfall and closer to your wife.
Of course.
You are difficult. He might drop you, and then you will fall to your death.
Actually, it might prefer to be. Actually, it might prefer to fall. Just saying.
It's not my problem.
Vittorio, you begin climbing, huh?
Yeah.
With what hands, Vittorio?
Oh, right.
Oh, I know. Vittorio, just attach him to the end of the rope at the bottom. Climb up yourself. And then just yank
Let's
him up.
waterboard him!
Yeah, and then if he like slams his head against the rock and passes out, it's just like collateral damage.
You get bonus points for that.
You know what, Amber? I will, in fact, tie the marrow to the end of this rope, securing them, and then be like, okay, if you guys pull them up, I'll figure a way up.
I imagine in a moment, like a comic scene, where Vittorio grabs the rope with one hand, he tries to grab it with the other, and just slices the rope.
Oh, goddamn.
Aw, man. Whoopsie daisy.
That's just sad.
Certified oopsie moment.
Let's see if this thing tries to escape in the middle of.
Can we just beat it over the head, please? This thing is starting me homicidal, I swear to God.
It flops about on the end of the
homicidal.
rope. All of you can get up. Please stop taking so long.
Oh,
there you go.
Whoa.
God.
I'm sorry that you gave us an extremely hostile passenger.
Actually,
It's not my fault that you kept him
let's say-
hostile.
What do you
Probably our
mean?
most difficult challenge this
You
session.
took this hostile passenger yourself. You could have
Yeah.
dropped him at any point. You could have knocked him out at any point. Why are you blaming me for dragging around like a fucking 250-pound fish everywhere you go?
Vittorio evidently needs to prove that he's the strongest in the
Stop
party. which is
posting
why he's
that dog
doing this.
gif.
I'm not.
I mean, now knowing that this thing speaks Aquan, I will switch the singing I'm doing to Aquan. Oh well, to Primordial. But
Blubber, blubber, blubber.
All right. Party.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, you guys are some party people.
I can't move my token, but I
Too
will
fucking
be
bad.
moving. What the fuck?
I cannot
you
move my
die
token.
now.
I cannot move.
You're right. You guys move through this narrow passage and find the source of the
All the
waterfall.
problems.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the sweet smell.
I was also thinking that, yeah.
Please shut up.
What?
Please never speak again.
Never ever. Like, after posting those dog gifs, like, you're done.
You're
I've
done.
had enough. You're done, and you're done, and you're done.
We're finished.
Correct.
Damn. Stand ready for my arrival, Worm.
The tunnel ends up in another cavernous space. A bluish glow fills the entirety of this chamber, casting an eerie light over a huge triple-masted ship sheltered within a cove. It dominates the interior of the cavern, clearly cobbled together from salvage, boasting not one, not two, but at least 6 ships' names across its hull, which itself is not in the best of states. Water laps at its center, which is sagged in the middle, and currently beneath the Aether.
Oh, look at it! Also,
What
look,
was that
there's,
sound?
there's quite literally no way there. It's impossible for us to get there.
Possible for you, maybe, says Lawrence. I've recovered. Takes to the air.
This looks deep, right, Amber? I imagine it is if half a ship can be submerged in it.
In
Yes, it does.
light of fancy. Lawrence will move closer to see what ship names he can see.
Tokus, did you have the boat?
You want me to unfold the boat?
Yeah, otherwise I can't get there.
I suppose, he says as he pulls out his little folded paper boat, opens it, and turns out it's a treasure of the Burek as he makes a little rowboat. Alright, well, I guess you can put Vittorio and Vincent in there. I'm gonna take a walk and start
How
gonna
smoking.
close do you go with Lawrence?
How close do I need to go to eligibly see?
I mean, they're like the wood that has been used to cobble these things together is like plastered all over the hull, like pointing in like this direction. There's one here as well. There's one towards the back end. It's not all in the same place, and they're all not in the greatest states either. So feasibly, you need to get a little bit closer if you wanna get a look at all of them.
All right. Well, as Lawrence is in a flight of fancy, I'll move another 10 feet closer, maybe.
To the
Sorry, that's
submerged
20.
part or the
The bit sticking out.
very well. That is towards the front.
Yeah. Okay.
The prow and the bow of these ships. Lawrence, you fly around for a bit, stretching your wings in the cavern, and you spot several names upon its hull. The AMS Stormrider, the AMS Warmaker's Woe, the Gambit, the INS Hellion, the
Might
INS
yell these out.
Thunderbolt, and the Hero's Welcome.
Ares, Drakes, Caroline. There's basically everyone here.
I wonder why they never collected anything from the legend.
Well, that depends.
History there.
As you're flying around, you see something shuffling about behind one of the main masts. A
Movement?
flash of dark bluish skin. And a bright green boobly tail. Full of little baubles, like a Christmas tree.
Lawrence, like a aether gull, circling its next meal. Kind of like makes a round of the ship before stopping, and I think Lawrence will settle up, like way up here on the mast. How high is it? Like, where's a reasonable point I can settle on it? Little height, I guess.
30 feet. To get
30?
like the first cross beams, yeah.
What about the second crossbeam?
50.
50 it is. Lawrence looks down at the creature.
You see this twitchy humanoid shape peering up at you. It's wearing a flag over most of its back, like covering it, kind of making it look like a little ghost. But these little tendrils stick out, and they're kind of like reaching up towards you. And you also see little yellow glowing eyes peering out from beneath the dark cloth.
Gives it a little blinker. Pulls out a feather preener comb. Starts preening his wings as he sends back a little mental notification to the group. I have found the alleged wife.
Enemy spotted.
Rest of the party, what do you do?
Row. Row
Yeah.
They
forward.
row, and I'm walking towards the boat.
Alright. You guys can reach the boat in not too long of a time. It's not that huge of a cave.
Do we see the marrow from the edge of the boat?
I mean, they're trying to hide, but like their tail does definitely not fit behind like the mast of the ship.
All right. Tucker's gonna give the other 3 people on the boat a knowing look. Turn around to the ship.
Captain.
Emil? Oh, yep. Okay. Captain?
You still standing by the end of this chamber, or
No, again, I can't move my token, as I said. I
I
am
don't know how close you get.
on the ship. I don't know how big the ship is. I don't have a vision of the map.
If you want to stand on it, you're 20 feet away from this person.
That's not terrible. That's fine. I'm willing to take the risk of being 20 feet away.
Okay.
I'll leave the mast in between us, so there's like a modicum of safety.
Yeah, they too leave the mast in between you. Trust.
That makes sense.
They see Zarya's moving around them though, and like their little like spiny body begins to like inflate itself,
Darius, come over
and
here.
their tail begins to rattle like a rattlesnake's.
It's fine. I speak
No.
in primordial.
Captain Emil Markov? I assume that is you? I still have tongues, by the way. Oh, now I
You
can see the
only
map.
manage to get the captain's attention for a few seconds, Tokaz, because they immediately puff up in Zarya's direction again and like curl in on themselves.
Sorry, you stop being threatening and getting into people's close space.
Miu's probably like staring at the fucking wooden wall, and like the head is poking
I mean,
out.
the wooden wall is like the same height as you because the water literally reaches all the way up there.
Oh my god, I'm clinging to. They're just like, I got here and I don't know how to get back.
He's like a
I
cat.
don't know how to. I
He's
don't know
just
how to use the stairs.
like a cat going up a tree.
He's a cat without fucking ears.
Sorry,
Captain?
something tingles within you for a moment. And that's when you spot it. In Emil's hand, what they have clutched to their chest is this shiny, round pearl.
Do fucking not.
Oh no.
Come on, Zarius, you can do it. Just get over this side. I think they're a little afraid.
And that makes
So-
2 of us.
Maybe you should come where the wood is and not where the Ethereum is. You know, like there's nice.
I pointed
would
the
drive.
stairs 10 feet away from me.
You could do it. Nope. No, the last thing you
just-
want is to walk behind someone who's scared.
Yeah.
Ort. Pog.
Don't worry, Zarus' dragon sickness is gonna kick in the next second, and he's gonna jump on this.
I'm gonna climb onto here like I'm clambering up.
Alright, Zarius climbs out.
Right. I'll let Victoria get some space.
Yeah.
With her husband.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, maybe you should. Yeah, that's a good. Maybe you leave him in the boat. Fucking hell.
I mean, he's not unconscious.
He's not unconscious. That's true.
Did you like the music? In primordial. Fuck.
They kind of they take a moment to assess all of you and then sort of like settle down where they are, although their entire body is still like shivering and twitching.
They have a fucking shipwood corset. Goddamn. Fucking talk about drip.
You know, right?
Captain Emil, we are the Stargazers. We are friendly people, although it might not look like it. We're not here to cause you any harm. He kind of looks at Zarius for a moment. Alright.
Easy Zari is just like exhausted, like terrified. He's just sitting. Well, I did.
Sorry.
Oh well, I mean, I guess we can speak in primordial. You'll understand me anyway.
So,
No, we're here to help. We read about what happened to you.
yeah, we found your log. We found your ship.
Make me a charm check.
Cool.
I was gonna say that. Well, the fuck, brain, please work. Yes, I was just writing because I was gonna go pee real quick. But Victoria will like show the little locket that he found on the legend while these people are talking to Captain Emil. I don't know if that helps at all in this check.
Vittorio, you like hold out the locket, and you see them like grasp around the mast with their hands and like peer out from beneath their cloak, essentially, like staring at you with these wide, almost lamp-like yellow eyes.
There's looks behind them. Maybe.
They have, yes.
No, go on,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, it's my bad. I can keep going.
The little tendrils that they have, I say little, but these tendrils are incredibly long, and they have this like strange little green pom-pom on the end. They kind of like gingerly like reach out in your direction. Lawrence, you feel a faint throbbing at the back of your neck.
Parasited.
Good guy. Do I feel this when I'm looking at the captain?
Only just now.
I believe the advanced telepathy enables me to like kind of not necessarily intercept, but like kind of like plug my device into whatever communication's happening here.
You're more sensitive to telepathy than others, that's correct.
All right. Lawrence will gently ask, I would say, what do they think they're doing? Or what do they hope to I guess regain by with such memorabilia?
To who?
To who?
Yeah.
Well, if there's a telepathic link attempting to be established, then I'd like to.
I did not say that you received a telepathic message. I stated something that they did, and I stated that you then felt a throb at the back of your neck. You don't sense any telepathy here. Like, nobody's having a telepathic communication without you.
Sorry, am I in one then?
No. The captain responded to the party. I'm sorry, I can hear myself through your mic.
Sorry.
The captain responded to the party, like showing the memorabilia and trying to like instigate conversation. Non-hostily, I guess.
Yippee!
They have these like two tendrils. It kind of looks like hair. It looks like she's got these like long like bangs that hang down, but actually these seem to be like prehensile little tentacles, and they're like kind of like oobling them around in the direction of the party.
Are these tendrils like covered in this memorabilia, or are they just naked tendrils?
There are no memorabilia on them. No, they're just naked.
Okay.
Like naked. I guess. Naked, I guess.
As for the little neck vibration on Lawrence, isn't this is out of character? Like, isn't Vim just doesn't that make Lawrence more in tune with emotion? Isn't that one of the things that Vim does?
Make me depressed? Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if depressed is the right thing, but
More empathetic to others.
yeah. So I maybe that's
Their
why we
pain
got
is
a
my
little.
pain.
Yeah, maybe that's why we got a little vibration, considering when we have what's it called? When we unearthed the logs, there was some emotions attached to that, and also to the actual what's it called? Well, the locket and the statuette. So maybe Vim was like, "Oh, hey, they're having an emotion. Heads up."
Holy shit.
Vim is being your fucking wingman. He's going like positive emotion. Time to dive in.
It was like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that person, they're feeling emotion right there. Thank you, Vim.
20 to Chatham.
Thank you, buddy. I didn't know. I think it's gonna turn around
so
and
my autism.
look at Vittorio. Want me to handle it to them? I've got my sort of mage hand. I can. Although it looks like Zarius kind of leans in. That looks like a handshake to you. I mean, maybe a hair shake, but I don't think I can shake someone's hand.
I hold
by
out
hair.
and so just say,
Well,
go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, Mark.
I'll just look at Toka, say, there's only one way to find out. And I will shakily move along this. Well, if both of us are moving, then I will not.
Never mind.
But I will shakily move along this edge with one hand outstretched, not like grabbing, but offering the hand. The other very clampily holding this railing.
Sorry, did you say something as well, White?
No, I was just thinking I could, I don't know, maybe physical contact is necessary for the empathetic thing, but everyone seems to figure that out already, so it's fine. Let's just go ahead.
I'll take the.
Very
I
well.
imagine Tokas gives it to me because there was distance if I'm approaching.
I was gonna do the same, but I'm going to refrain.
They stay in place areas. They're like you're approaching them with their hands. They actually reach out their hands for the for the memorabilia that you guys had. But the little pom-pom thing is reaching towards your face.
Zaris is just gonna say, I am gonna hate myself. I'm just gonna let it happen.
Are you sure, Zarius?
No.
Because I have Vim.
Like, you can't speak her tongue, can you?
I can't, but with Vim I can.
Well, if it's a telepathic connection that they're establishing, you can get into that, right?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
less Zaris isn't like
But I need
happy
to be
with it.
involved in it in the first place.
I mean,
It won't be broadcasted, right? It's like I can't get into your Ethernet cable, but I can get into your Wi-Fi.
fair.
I'll let you guys decide that. We're gonna take a 5-minute break because I need to pee.
No, I need to go to bed soon.
Oh, it's
too.
just it's just a pee, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're done. So you can decide who wants to do what, because I hear some hesitation. Just a moment.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
yeah. I don't know if Ferris is peeing, so I'll keep the stream entertained. So, fun fact. This is our 6th session of this arc. However, we're probably down around 4 years in this campaign now.
Yeah, it should be like session 100 and more than 150, right? Like, how's 150 around Christmas?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
And we still have 3 more arcs after this one. Well, 4
Yeah.
because this one was just begun.
That. When it came to
We're only level 3.
What?
1 level a year, such is life.
But also to jump into it real quick, I look at White. I'm like, the only reason Zarius is letting this happen is because she's initiating it. It's not like he wants to, but
That's why Lawrence, the empath, is making the offer.
well, yeah. But you're like very high up, at least if I looked up the map.
Okay, yeah, I guess I will not be involved. That's fine.
No, I mean,
You can. It's no problem.
No, I mean, like, if I'm too far away, I guess it's whatever.
I'm back.
welcome back. Okay, put the stream on pause for a moment.
Yeah, we're on a little break.
I see. Very well. We'll take like a short break then. Bippity boppity. Take this
Versus
opportunity
5.
to hydrate.
I hear the echoes of victory in fields won before time, when battles draw so near. You will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below one before, and the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before, memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. I hear the echoes of victory in fields won before time, when battles draw so near. You will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below and before. The memory stays bad or below one before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the bad or below one before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the bad or below one before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the bad or below one before. The memory stays ever so bitter. Ship must anchor, the sky is on our foes. Come so close to eternity, our shields are ready, the guns are watching the dawn. Follow humanity, all the species are gone. Read the silence of the sea. She has her memory.
The coin. Pick one.
Okay,
I pick
okay.
one.
1 or
Well,
2?
I pick
these,
one.
These two
I'll pick
are
2.
flipping a coin to see who does what.
Amber, you can roll. So
One
is
or
Gabe,
two?
2 is me. Yeah.
A coin flip is 0 and 1, not
Okay,
and
1 is 0. I guess
Okay,
if Gabe's 1, I'll be 0.
Yeah, Mark is here. There you go.
All right.
Tails. In that case, Lawrence descends from his high peak and drifts down to the deck. Emil takes with their hands the locket from Tokas and then drifts their tendrils in their faces. You see the little pom-pom kind of like opens up into all of these tiny little spines. It boops against your nose for a moment. And then like dusts around in your face. It scrapes lightly against your skin as if it's looking for something. Until it wraps all the way around the back of your necks.
Vim, save me in case something bad happens.
Then there is a pinch. The rush of blood in your ears. And a soft voice. I am Markov. You see the way that their throat kind of moves, but the marrow doesn't manage to produce any sound. No more than a sort of soft wheezing or squeaking with their mouth. They clutch all of the items closer to their chest. Kind of turns ever so slightly away from the group of all of you. Pearl is mine. That is all they say.
Can I try to think back? I don't know how this works.
You can try.
I'll try to think back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? You sounded panicked in your logs.
No sane man digs his own grave.
Emil looks at the small locket with a face that doesn't resemble the one that they have now very much at all. Scared.
Is it geared?
Scared.
Scared.
Are you still scared?
Yes.
Where does this fear come from?
Every muscle in the former captain's body is still so taut that they twitch ever so slightly, like the little spines along their back slowly like curl in on themselves and then jut out again. The muscle twitches in their neck. They'll come get me. I'm scared. They jolt.
Who is they?
As you say that, the captain jolts as though they just heard a loud bang. And they freeze in place. And Zarya's things are a little statically and jumbly for you for a moment, but Lawrence, the world begins to tumble down.
Oh no.
Vim twitches and writhes. As cannon shot resounds around you and the aether moves up to swallow you whole. What exactly happened to the captain? We'll find out next time. Lawrence, most of all.
Oh boy. I'm gonna be straight living it.
Ooh.
This is like, what's it? It's like in one of those games where like you make a very specific choice early on, not thinking much of it, and then like you go through the usual dialogue options with an NPC, and then suddenly you just see like a new option there, and it's like, huh? What's this?
My game is Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean, when I
Baldur's Gate
decided
3.
to
Actually, I was
kick a
thinking of
squirrel
Faster
at the
Than Life,
beginning,
but yeah.
when I decided to kick the squirrel in the beginning of Baldur's Gate, and then at the end I can conquer the world because of it. Wait a moment.
Damn. Well, I guess we will see next time what happened to Emil Markov. Yeah, hopefully that will be at the normal starting time next week. And well, I
Place your
mean,
bets.
you can find us on all the different social medias as we continue to try and put some stuff out there.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this VOD on YouTube, we cherish you equally as much as if you watched it live.
Mm-hmm.
We always cherish.
Yeah. But yes, until next week, let's have a good one. Take care of yourselves.
Until next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Let me just do this.
Sweet, sweet Emil.
The sweetest of them all.